It's marijuana.
I did big boom live.
Live. Live wire.
Every live on this set.
Live wire.
Live wire.
Live wire. That segment is live wire.
We should play Bob Marley first, you know.
No man.
And Mama BNG.
You have to play Bob Marley first.
Oh, you mean that?
That's what they do.
Boy, a track from Survival, you know.
We should play Legalize first.
Legalize it first.
And
I think you can play Black Survivors first.
Black Survivors, time for Black Survivors system. I smell like this, that is simple. What is it, bro?
Well, you twin drips there.
You are good mouth, boy. You are fucking good mouth, my brother. The man really said I can come back to you. But you man Mr. Good mouth, boy. How are we going to your good mouth?
No, but you're coming back.
Hey, play the track, my brother.
Which one?
Well, play the track. Whatever you find, DJ, play the track. Play the track. Boy, play the track there, man. First to warm up our engine there, man.
On the top, drip future there.
Alright now, man.
What that outside here? Are you fine, Rasta man?
That good, man.
You can talk about the music, you know, but keep it low.
The Valley Garden.
Alright. Good night, good night. So I see what told her.
The music good, brother.
The music good.
Well, you don't know me.
That is the fighting spirit music.
You know we jamming.
Always jamming.
We saw some Chinese holiday on you.
Huh?
We saw some Chinese holidays on you.
Chinese
holiday?
That are Chinese holiday, boy. Chinese holiday is a fantasy. You know the Chinese man talk. You know the Chinese man talk today. The Chinese man said he has worked 7 days a week, no holiday.
You're mad, man.
Research it, brother.
Chinese have holiday. No man, the man has have holiday.
Yeah, man, but they are but not under the holiday. They get the pandemic now. For sure. I remember so nice. Not under the pandemic now. They get the holiday now.
No, them Chinese does always have holiday. Their holidays a little doesn't fall in line with our holidays.
Because the holiday when they get the thing there.
We just have we are Christian nations and we have Christian holidays that just fall on. No, we are a Christian nation and our holidays just fall on different days from the Chinese. But when the Chinese have their holidays, country shut down, no man work. For China man to come and tell man they have to work on Sunday and we lazy.
In a Christian nation they come we always know Sundays our day off. Now it's the time for your family and your children and your family. All week you just sleeping already now. Sundays are like your freedom day for yourself. Wash your working clothes and your family. Take your children to the beach or to the river or somewhere. The Chinese man believes that.
Boy, you too lazy, my brother. That's what the Chinese man say. Or you can't deliver a project on time. Or you don't have no skills, my brother.
Well, the problem with that, you see, the problem with that, people have to realize it's their bread and butter that taking away their technically. Once the Chinese man can tell you, he's not lazy, lazy, you know why I'm telling you that? Trade man going on Chinese project for job, they telling trade man they don't want them now. Laborers alone they want to. Huh? So it's not civilian to slave people. A power man carrying a load for him from there to DBS even too far. From there to DBS even too far, and the power man don't tell him it's $20 he want. He don't make 4 hours, not carrying a load, now you earn $20. And the Chinese man to give you $40 for 8 hours. Huh? So that's not slave business. Hey boss man, how going on?
Hey boss man, why is he with now?
Yeah, you ready?
Alright.
You don't know.
Well, I see where they would turn in, you know.
Or returning as a
10 hours for $40, not 10 hours for $40.
10 hours for $40?
But it's $4.50 minimum wage.
That's my brother. Yeah. $10 at 10 hours for $40.
Yes.
10 hours.
I thought 8 hours.
China doesn't work 8 hours, China works 10 hours.
Oh, 10 hours they work.
China works 10 hours.
But the fact is, it's not beyond how much they
How
pay
much an hour?
for what on the Chinese project. But minimum wage them and $4.50.
Yeah.
Labor with them and higher, you know. So what do you expect to get now? What do you expect labor right now?
More, where do they move? They moving like this.
So after 10 years, you can elevate from a liberal position. Then after 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, I don't know.
After what?
Based on your motive,
On
like,
your ability.
and your ability, so elevate from one position to another.
But
So a hospital building and you start as a laborer, you can
man
maybe
tell
end up
you,
as a carpenter or a steelman or some sort of a tradesman.
by right, yeah.
At the end of 2 years, everybody won't take 2 years, but I mean, at least one from the 10 you
You're
hire.
supposed to elevate yourself from laborer to skilled man.
But that's why we have skillman today, because
You
when
start as a
Chini was
laborer, you start
when
as a
Chini
laborer
and all them man had them kind of a thing, man go on laborer and end up steelman, and right now man is tradesman through. You start one way, you start as a laborer, but you
that is living to elevate yourself, you know, brother. Yeah, man, you have to live to elevate yourself. But when the Chinese man telling people, I know, but not building in Tongue Primary School, tradesman from the community go and get work with. They tell them they don't want tradesman now. Labor.
But what we can see, they have to tell her, because if you, like anywhere else you want to get a job, what did they have to do? You have to do.
Well, you're right, you know, brother, with that, you know, what we can see.
What we can see.
No, it's
But by right, it is wrong for a project to be going on in a certain community and it have tradesmen from the communities and they cannot get a job on that project. And we still have to pay taxes. Huh? Chinese man paying taxes now? We don't even know if the Chinese man paying taxes now, my brother.
the Chinese man not paying taxes. And at
I
the
want
end,
to know that bill by local contractors.
Everyone.
when
Boy.
In the passage of how much time from the 80s till reaching 90s.
The latest one was the financial
The
center.
ministry,
Local, with
the biggest local
the
building,
treasury, national bank, aid
the
bank,
biggest recent local building
Credit Union.
is Credit Union.
credit union.
It's the
biggest.
biggest.
Bigger than financial center.
No, it is not bigger than financial, but it's the biggest recent building built by locals in Roseau. It's Credit Union.
But financial center in incorporated local tradesmen, local
Yes.
contractors and fabricators,
Yes.
contractors that subcontract on financial
Yes,
center.
but the last one
That's
was Credit Union. Financial Center was in 2001 thereabout. Remember that
How far back, yeah.
that far back, man cannot remember that man had to see that born.
And they can see the photo there, yeah.
I mean that man had born after that project,
And
you
they can
know.
vote it there too.
And they can vote
and they
now.
can vote yeah.
And they don't see that project begin.
That's right.
So it's real vibes. But the important thing about the Chinese situation, the Chinese vibes. What special work the man really do in?
nothing out of the way. What happening?
I don't mean if the man was being a rocket ship for us.
Making,
What is the special work the Chinese coming to do?
listen to
That we
that.
don't send our children.
Basic.
We don't send our children to school.
Listen to that. The Chinese man, and not the Chinese man and them that build the stadium,
Yeah.
the Dominica Stadium.
Mm.
Huh?
Yeah.
How many years the stadium last?
You hurricane mash
For
it
them
up.
to make for them to make renovation on the roof.
You
The
hurricane.
stadium never make
You hurricane.
Before hurricane they renovate the roof.
Hurricane.
Why before hurricane they renovate the roof in the stadium? Man?
Know that? I was there all out last year. What revenue the stadium generate?
Zero.
They build. Zero direct to
Zero
the
revenue.
stadium.
Zero. The stadium not even covering its maintenance costs.
You get me? What West Indies match? What international match?
Boy, nothing no coming up
You
from
have to
the
try.
man.
You have to match.
You see, let's face it, the issue with the Chinese, my brother. All those foreign films, my brother. What special are they bringing to the table that they preventing man from getting work to do?
But nothing special, brother. Our tradesmen and them Dominica have more technical actions that we can put down.
What happened with all the equipment, but it's engineer and them man have
It's
got.
not about just a trade, man. Yeah, no matter in any economy you can go, no matter what skill you can bring,
Of
in
course.
any way you go, it have people that would, my brother, let's call it, now any trading man, would come to your argument, to your technique, to see well what you just bring this work. If the Chinese just put that on his, he doesn't use screws, he ties strap. Right, you learn to use tie strap too. So it is.
And if your building code say it's use nails, it's not tie strap the Chinese man have to use, he have to use nails. Because your building code say nails.
How many apartments Dominicans build? They never flood under a normal weather, you know. The Chinese and them build apartment in Bellevue. Rain not falling, they're flooding.
How much technical
They build
reason?
apartments in Stock Farm before people could even stay in it. Not even a hurricane that passed, and like a tropical depression, we all fall along with.
When the Chinese hand over the work, who inspecting them and work to say, well, you know what, that don't meet the standards of Dominicans?
I think that's from the MMC.
Boy, what treatment need to do Dominica right now? You have people calling treatment lazy right now. What man need to do come together and stop a project, you know, man. Stop treatment need to come together and stop a project, you know. See that kind of thing them and telling people about they lazy. And I'm kind of thing, when treatment come to you tell him man you want treatment is labor you want.
That's what you have.
What skill man what skill man have to that's what it have in our country that happen in what man have to do is come together and stop a project, boy. We can't do get in our country now, boy. As that paying taxpayers, all now so man we have to pay around $42,000 when we do working now.
We need to work to pay that.
But the landlord will put us outside.
That corner bring for us.
That corner bring for us, see? I agree with that one.
That corner.
I was spent $42,000. Thanks God for Corona. I'm telling you, but when we can't pay the rent, I want to see the landlord that coming in. Boy, when we can't pay the rent, I want to see the landlord that coming.
That's first check that signing. That signing on the 22nd.
You see that madness, boy. And the man making a kind of a dangerous statement like that, saying Dominicans lazy.
My brother, you see?
Boy, we voting for a government to provide employment and different revenues for us to make survival, you know, my boy, for a better life, you know, my boy. Not to come back and spit in our face and telling us we lazy, you know, my boy. You're taking away our bread and our butter from our house and telling us we lazy, boy.
Even truck them and driving, boy.
But every work that a man can do, them Chinese doing it.
Them probably even have their own tire repair too.
No, boy.
Them are maintaining the West Coast Road with every aspect of the West Coast. Them is the public works for the West Coast Road.
Have their own tire repair.
Like how you have them man just recirculating money back to themselves.
That's sad, right?
Yeah, man give you a contract, they can maintain the road for 10 years. Dominican man have to do that. Man have to get serious in Dominica. Man have to close down a project. You can't be working construction in Dominica and can't get work to do.
It's engineering and them fellas making noise already, yo. Speaking and them fellas talking about they do getting work. All now so you probably have how much workers are not working because they're not getting work. But not put fellas together and make them understand happening and we come together and stop a project.
Boy, stop a project and demand, boy, 80% of our work have to be Dominican people.
A big housing project going on in Granby with Chinese.
No local employment.
What? How much Granby
man not even Granby parliamentary representative can get work. Much less. Visually.
Boy, even a minister.
Even ministry position you can get. Visually.
Far less. For the people.
For the people.
If your pal rep cannot get a position to represent you, not what you'll get.
But let's face it, Dominicans don't realize it's their bread and butter
so apparently we in Roseau South in the same situation because our pal rep said to have
should have ministry.
But not ministry give her.
She's what she's now? A secretary something.
In Dennis Charles office the lady working in my
sure. Yes, she's the junior minister to Dennis Charles under tourism.
In Dennis Charles office the lady working, but I tell you, we're in the same situation as Granby.
We have nothing much we have to look forward for.
What we have to look forward for? You've seen the state of the community and extension, man.
But look, the most important thing, my brother. Every major project is foreign workers.
Foreigners alone.
Foreigners. I passed by the Marigold Hospital. I say I was in Sri Lanka, boy. I don't even know where them fellas come out. If it's Guyana,
Boy,
boy, I tell
Right,
you,
no boy
boy.
that building Marigot Hospital, boy. They don't
Don't have Marigot man working in
Marigot. One man from Marigot. Panda, let me tell you that, boy. We're supposed to stop a project, boy. You madman, boy.
No, look that man going
As
on.
much as we want the hospital, my brother, but we want development in the
It's like,
community.
okay, you
too,
bring on your
boy.
contract, we have subcontractors.
Boy,
that's
you
all.
madman. Hold on a while now. We can
No.
eat the concrete now. And this steel, we can eat that now, boy.
Bro, that is a corruption, my brother.
Madman.
You cannot tell us.
And I will one Dominicans, you see Dominicans talking about all them big buildings, just so Cuba is, just so China is. All these places, they treat them like it's their living room, they're on the best furniture, best building, best buildings, best port,
No, boy,
best
that's not right, boy.
airport, but the people cannot survive.
Well, my brother, I don't believe we like Cuba and them.
Yeah
places.
man, same thing they're trying to do.
They trying
Yeah.
to, but we have a different position where we can argue, we can stand up for our
Yeah, we
rights,
can
we have
stand
our
up for
democratic rights. But I don't believe they have that in them
The
places.
Cubans, they ask them to leave, but we don't leave it.
Alright.
Well, I don't want to survive, I want to live. And I want to live now. So we're scared, tired,
Boy,
tired,
Jimmy
wait.
Cliff tell you, now it is time to shine me.
Right.
We mad.
We jam in.
But that's sorry.
But how you telling me, as big construction firms, Truckers Association,
Man crying.
man
Truckers saying
watching,
their wife ready to leave them.
well, would them I want
Their
their
wife taking how much shit and all kind
What
of thing.
shit?
And you don't taking a
the
truck
man
and
that's
there's
there
that
watching
woman.
their wife, they probably take wood on their head, my brother, to cook macaroni and cheese for them, my brother.
Let me tell you something, boy. We need to come together, you know.
Boy,
People need to
unity.
come to
We
realize
have
what
to
is
realize.
happening, you know, my brother. That is too much. That is too much now, you know, boy. That is disrespecting the people, real too much now, you know. You're taking away our supper, boy, our dinner, our breakfast, everything, boy, our lunch, everything going on.
And it's something the most supposed to give them man is less them and see. A place like Newton Granby, but we're supposed to live in Sydney with their 40.
Boy, when the man realize you labor to the bone, that's it, you know. To the bone, you know. What, when you reach to the bone, what that means? You bury. Not in the cemetery, that's the bones, nah.
Nothing for you.
What he has to
4
do.
years.
People don't understand the kind of slogan they clap into, you know. Labor to the bone. When you go to the bone,
No, they
what
don't
you have?
understand words.
After
No
loyalty,
meat and
slavery,
flesh on your
you need to
skin.
loyal in slavery. So we can continue voting for now. Yeah, we live.
Live.
Like them to like us too late we.
We never too late to go live, boy.
Tomorrow morning you get up, you see.
Tomorrow morning when you get up, you watch. But the fact is, they have a similar situation. All work and no pay for us. No work, no pay for us.
Call
Either
Java
way,
song.
no
Call
pay
Java
for
song.
us.
When will they pay the bill?
They don't pay for people in Dominica.
People doesn't listen to them kind of music, man.
No boy, Triple K drink the rum and coupe the woman.
When will they pay the bill?
Boy, drink the rum is the music. We have a, what Esa Bantan say? We have a right to what?
Why can't tell him
A
what
protest
to
for
do?
what? What we have the right to protest, to drink rum and party. That is what we have the right to protest for.
Demonstration.
But we done it. But we done it right. We don't have the right.
Demonstration.
We don't have the right to stop a project to demand that 80% of the workers supposed to be Dominican
So
people.
we should stop sending shop.
Yeah, man.
My
them
brother.
and them things in
Him
the
tell
shop,
you
bro.
should them not stop that from cast.
Another construction worker.
The road?
And the stadium.
Crazy,
Right?
nah, boy.
Another construction
They don't
worker.
compete the stadium.
But it don't have to be construction worker in no panel. Let me tell you that when the construction man make his money, where he go in?
You can buy marijuana to smoke now, boy. You
Marijuana
can buy
alone.
beers, you can buy weed church, you can do all kind of things to turn the economy.
But
And
the
that
man that
operation
time
just
to
like you
cook food
mentioned
that
and
is
them
by
Spanish everywhere. You
donations,
make the
by
money sell for the
by
family.
Imagine.
No
And
money
that,
staying here and that dog. The more not staying, now you stay in the country and second in this country. I'm sure if you're like all now to Nigeria, you buy free restaurant, man. That they work you.
But
That's
I-
the money thing.
Or if you bring in everybody to work, how our people working, how them man in Tipper Truckers Association more loyal to Labour Party and scare it than it is that they loyal to their family and putting bread on their table.
You're not going to know what is the percentage of people that take loans, the stimulus loans. You understand?
You look at it that, bro.
You cannot take that, bro, when you don't have
But
no
if people-
work for
listen
local
to-
people in the
listen to
economy.
me.
All the money going outside. So then locals cannot turn money in the economy. So how you win and take a loan? If you take a loan, it's more in or
But the
how
only
you
money
put
social
yourself
security
in
you
the-
get in doctor. Just
My
The man
man,
tell you, if you have a loan already, it is the best thing to do. Take that loan
pay.
Pay it off. That is
And
if
then
you
you
loan.
have,
That
then
is
you have,
if you're loan
then
in
you have
that
a, then you have a
coverage.
soft
Brother,
loan.
that
soft
loan
loan,
story
yeah.
there,
Not an easier loan, you know. a
hold
soft
on, that's not important right now. Loan or no loan and stimulus and who don't get stimulus and if you can get.
No, we're not saying about
That's not important. The
What that's
important
important
thing,
now,
my brother, is man
If the
watching
Chinese
you.
man telling us
You lazy and you don't want to work. That is what that's important.
stimulus package.
A man from foreign coming and watch you
Not
after
even
his
lazy, not
people.
even lazy, the Chinese man call us. Retarded. We cannot do it. No matter how we try to do it, we will be late. It's
We
cannot-
late on
cannot-
project, we
cannot-
this, we that.
It's not lazy, you know. It's just dumb. You cannot do it. You have no
So
skill.
putting the
You
money
have no-
in Dominicans hands is throwing it in the garbage bin.
That is that.
No, he must say that. And you know why? You know why the Chinese man must say that?
Putting money in public work is like-
Listen, no,
What the
no.
Dominicans good for now?
No.
To put an X alone.
Yeah.
But you have to be.
To put an X alone.
That's all we all there for.
Survival not good for us. Good liberty not nice for us.
No,
Comfort not nice for us.
no,
Luxury not for us.
no. The Prime
What he
Minister
said.
entitled to
And it's
luxury.
Chinese.
The Chinese are entitled to
And I
duty
believe-
And
free.
so we
And I
there now,
believe-
we there now to do the slave work to come and put the X for you and push you wheelbarrow with the dirt.
No. The Chinese there to push the wheelbarrow. They there to sit down on the side, smoke marijuana on the side of the road, do nothing, then go and cause crime and shoot your brothers.
But what the Chinese man and them want is laborers alone, you know. All laborers what now? When you see mortar coming in, when you see block it coming in.
I believe Chinese.
That's
Unless I don't care about them for that nonsense, my brother. What them man in Dominica have to realize, my brother, that work for them to do, my
That's
brother.
so.
Work. Everything boiling down to work.
Listen to
Work,
that.
work.
When they started that project by the river, they had a whole bunch of young guys from Roseau working
Which river?
at the back by the stadium where they're going to build the apartments for the Roseau people
Okay.
by grammar school. Yeah? They had a bunch of young guys from Roseau working on that project. Apparently they paid them a certain salary, which they was comfortable with.
Yes.
After a while they asked them to take a layoff for some days and they'll get back to them. They give them some days off. When they come back to them to put them back to work, the price they were paying them before, the price changed.
The price go up or go
They
down?
get less,
Okay.
not even more. They get less. So fellas agree. They not in that, they stop work. As fellas agree, they stop work. A bunch of Asians on board one time. So what do you expect these people to say? Dominicans lazy.
So how the price go down?
Dominicans
So how we
different.
start the work on the price and it go down?
How come it go down?
But we going down, but we start on a 50, so we
have to
reaching
pay
40.
$42,000 every month when we taxpayers. So they're starting to take it on you.
Well-
They've been waiting for you to go in shop, nah.
So what?
They've been waiting for you to go in shop. If people are realizing what's happening to them, they've been waiting for you to go in
But
shop.
what I see there
So
is you
fast
driving,
taking-
you driving the
that is
price
one-
down.
See that is one where they're taking the bread already. Huh?
So where the butter going?
When you go in,
I
when you
ask
come in
you.
the shop and buy.
So,
When you come in the shop and buy,
Remember the
butter
dredge
and the
and the
cheese
thing?
that coming out.
so you taking
Yeah.
the bread because we
I
don't
start
know work.
sweating for you. You taking my
But that's some of us are not working.
I hope you understand what I'm telling you.
So those are
said
some-
they give you, if they're giving you $100 for your day, they either boil it down to $60 or $40 for your day.
15 down for it.
But remember now, a Haitian is operating different. 10 or 12 of them in one hour. They can work for the $40 or the $60 for the day.
$10 to stay
No,
there.
yes,
But
it's
if
true.
10 of us
You
from,
check 10 of
even
us,
though
yeah.
10 of us from that area on the project, all 10 of us are not living in the same apartment. So them $60 they're separating right away. So you know that $60 they're not big man. If the Asian you can say, okay, well it's 12 of us in your house, each man go put a 10, $50 remaining.
All of us.
Tomorrow you can go and work again. You put another 10, you save another 50, that's 100 you have, but the Dominican can't do that.
But one underlying factor that
When
I
they reach
have,
over, we have children, bread have to buy. Huh? Kool-Aid have to buy. You can't buy orange juice that, Kool-Aid you have to look to buy in. Kool-Aid you have to look.
Boy, you got joke, boy. Real
Free
vibes,
orange,
boy.
You
guys buy-
real talk at them,
Boy, two guys buy a stuff, fans, you know, my
have
brother.
to look to go and buy gas.
Two guys-
You joke that man,
So
my
it's cool.
boy.
Like the man says, it's cool. You have to look for it.
Before Kaku was cheap, you know, right now it's
Alright,
Milo
$5 for
cheaper,
my
you know.
Kaku.
Milo and Ovaltine cheaper, so that you have to buy now. You know.
Alright, nice.
You getting 2 sticker Kaku in a plastic for $5 now. You know. Kaku is big man thing. Alright.
But how is it people seeing that they're helping them
Boy, stop
when they
people.
don't have work?
Boy, what we need to do is stop a project, I tell you. You know, there are too much stuff in there. You know. People need to come together.
A project.
Well, now my brother, if it's where the Chinese have a big project, or if it's right now and one of them, let's go and let's act well.
All of them still about the project, you know,
We
can't
come for
once you
work,
don't
my
help
boy.
me.
Boy, we come for work, you know, my brother.
With thing you come in, you know, with thing you go in there, you know, with application, you know.
We coming for work, you know, pan.
In envelope, you know.
Boy, work we coming for, boy. You mad man,
What
boy.
we going for?
I agree with you.
Everybody have their CV.
We don't come for
Yeah,
problem,
we
now,
can never
boy.
say
Problem we
nonsense.
coming
Work
for.
we come
Work
for,
we coming for, you know, God.
Boy, we have to stop a project if we can't get work, that's why we have children to
Whole day with you, like you go by the office and sit down and wait. That would every
hold on
day
a
go.
while.
That dimension
Hold on a
is
while.
on project.
Yeah,
We
we
do
see.
it
It
too.
look like them fellas from
Sit down
Dominican, we
outside.
that from China, man.
Until you
Huh?
tell them come inside.
How would you? We from
So
China and them
nation
fellas
is-
from Dominica then? Or we from Haiti and they from Dominica, which one? Or we can do some project in our country now, my brother, and agree with putting our foot down for
But so, told us, so
Panda.
the Haitian sitting on the project.
civil
when teenagers
servants.
come.
Have a union leader that making a negotiation for them with the government. Government coming back and tell him 0.0% for civil servants. Huh? My boy, let's be real now, man. Today, we have how much big construction project going on. Dominican Scawu.
Public Works cannot work and you
Public
representing
Works,
Public
yeah,
Works.
Huh? They even have ministry for public works. We. But you know, or you can have ministry for public works and we have a public works operating now, my boy. I tell you, we need to stop a fucking project, my brother. We need to stop a motherfucking project, boy.
But man, stopping project other places for work, my
Boy,
brother.
we
Man,
need to
watching
stop
they
a
not getting
project,
good doing in
Rasta, I
Dominica.
tell you,
way.
my boy. I
So
don't
that
know
not,
what stick on
it
them
that
for
nothing that
you,
you
boy.
find Dominicans, not even bread and butter, not even work for them to do. So come on, man. All of
No,
us
boy,
have
that
to
one
find
is
work
that
to
one
do.
thing when boy, let me tell you that brother, when you say that one about Dominicans lazy. Huh?
You're lazy.
And I witness man that I know that is skilled man, trade man, go into them places for a job and they telling them it's labor they want, you know. And that was before, you know, and today. I would accept that if always saying is laborers all you wanted, you know, and not trade men. But for it to come back on a radio and say Dominicans lazy.
Because we don't have to work on our server.
Because they say we are more hot, boy. Well, man, tap on my
But my brother, when it have Chinese holidays in China, my brother,
Boy, so
country
much
shut
female in
down.
Dominica, boy. Huh?
So at the end of the day, the Chinese
So
cannot
much
be
female
talking
we have
about we
Dominica.
don't want to work on when it's supposed to be our holiday.
Hold
my,
on.
my
Who
holiday.
was the people that built the Bayfront on the Mammoth time? Was the people Dominicans?
Remember before engineers and them things used to come down and we used to do the rest of the work.
That is it.
Now you telling me even a man that pushing a wheelbarrow have to come and right China
To push a wheelbarrow.
to push a wheelbarrow. Come on China and push a wheelbarrow for you. And you're supposed to sit down on this side of the road and be proud to get a money from the government and say you're waiting on that thing. No, but the funny thing about it, my brother, a China man coming out right China to push a wheelbarrow and them youth sit down on this side of the street and man saying everywhere is a block, is a block, is a block. How much Chinese you see nowhere in Dominica? You don't even know how much Chinese Dominica have. You have seen a project, how much Chinese pass on a truck? The project building, how much Chinese in a little apartment building? They're not renting houses, they're not living tax free, cost free, like
They doesn't socialize.
they doesn't socialize, they're more than racist. So they must come and tell us they're kind of a disrespectful thing as black people. So
A little while back, they were pointing out that them Chinese disrespecting them blacks in Africa.
my brother, that them Chinese
Africa
disrespect.
is a big country, like a big sport like that. It's not little Dominica, bro. What? With them man showing them man
You
to
see,
do what
you
they
see,
want. You understand?
a man tell me to do something today, and I think I got it, but no, on that front. You see, maybe people don't understand the meaning of words, man. my brother. And when they hear some words, they just take it for granted. They know the meaning of those words. But when you look at the idea of man sacrificing their work, which is your livity, your way of making it for your family, your bread and butter, your milk and honey, to give a man to give a certain set in the society the idea that they entitled to vibes, they entitled to resources, they entitled to duty free, they entitled to make money and survive and invest for their future. But as some of us, we're not even entitled to get a job, a proper paycheck to move on to the next stage in life before we croak. It's for one set of man that seem to be working out in Dominica. And that can't be so. You know? And if something as simple as the construction industry, that is a backbone of a country, can be taken over by foreigners, we have a problem.
But they're man making only bubble in the construction.
But of course, they're making the bubble in the construction there.
But them man really hungry, isn't it? Huh?
But the rest of the people, they don't understand the chain reaction.
They're not
standing for the tradesmen that have to come and buy in their shops in Abuja. And that's the thing. If the tradesmen do have the money, they can't give a girlfriend to go and shop in town. The people that do nails cannot do 15 nails for the week is 5. Because man doesn't pay them kind of thing for our women, send our children to school.
Boy, not even a painter that can get a job now. In them places now, my brother.
But back to what I said about the words, my brother. It have loyalty for the team. And I respect this a certain level of loyalty, respect, admiration, you know, vibes. But when you're sacrificing your family and your future, what really are you doing? What you in?
By accepting them things, yeah.
It have a word I come across that suiting, that support of the things that happen in there. That is a cult that happened in there. Life in our eyes.
If them are looking at our tradesmen and Laboe as boo-boo, they must be looking at our leaders as boo-boo too.
No, the only boo-boo we have in our country.
They must be looking at our leaders.
Hold on a while, brother. Hold on a while.
Yeah.
So, what they are not Dominicans too? If Dominicans lazy, what they are?
No.
I already tell Oli, if you consider a man to be a fool or a damn ass, don't call him that, you know, because you'll be a bigger ass or a bigger fool, you know. You know that already, so don't call him man that again. Don't give him his surname. Fellas, just waste our time, boy. I telling you, boy, my brother, we need to just agree. People need to come together. I tell you, I don't know what them big construction companies you have, Dominica, like Ace Engineering, Stuco, Steve Astapans and them fellas. What them man waiting for now?
They're still looking for something.
But they don't have workers now. They honestly they come in and they ready and complaining about they not getting work. So if you're not getting work and you have a big company, that means all the rest of your workers out of work too, you know, pan.
No, I have an answer to that. They want.
So we can reach out to our workers and agree, boy. Let us take a stand, boy.
But they still
when those fellas come on the radio and talk, what is it?
Them on a bank accounting.
Manufacturers Association and Construction Association you're talking about, my brother.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Good. I just listen to them man words very carefully. Other people, them man want to get involved to do the heavy lifting while they sit down and save face.
Right.
So somewhere down in life, they can get a Cicero Award, a Golden Drum, one work for UNDP, and all that jazz. You know? So they don't want to say what they have to say or do what must be done. Because they try and save face for some body or some organization or some vibes. That is what it is. Listen to them man talk properly. None of them man want to say what have to be said. How much pastors talking for what are going on? How much priests talking for what are going on?
Well, Pastor Rodney will be the first one to start demonstrating this.
Everybody trying to save face for some kind of thing. Everybody want to speak the nice Queen English. Everybody want to seem diplomatic about how they
Let me
bring
tell you
it.
that.
But nobody wants to deal with the problem. The problem in the room is the problem. That man stinks. You don't have no dealing with him in no nice way, trying to be diplomatic about it. He stinks. And you have to move on the man like he stinks without no fear or favor. You cannot want to take him out there, want to get things better done, know any man is a liar, and then at the same time want to come and negotiate in fair name with him.
You know, like it's a mistake he making, is a character you have. So easy can change.
You understand what I'm saying? The leopard has shown its spots. So at the end of the day, why you come in and want to treat the man like somehow you're going to expect a different outcome of what he's going to say or how he's going to do it? I was listening to them on the Manufacturers Association and the other one.
They were talking like they still have hope to get something.
The man was sung like he begging. Trevor McKenzie is his name. That's right. The man was sung like he begging. Or he sent a proposal to scare it and he waiting on a response and that and that. The man is a liar. The man, and I'm not Trevor McKenzie I'm referring to, the Prime Minister is a liar. He's a cheat. He's not to be trusted. Why all you want to be taking proposal to a man that not to be trusted rather than just getting rid of the untrustworthy executive? The same thing with later. Look at how later have civil servants. See how later them bury public works.
But it's people like later that have the man saying, the Chinese man saying Dominicans lazy, you know, because if later agree for Dominicans to demonstrate for their salary increase too, they wouldn't be that problem.
No, you have to negotiate that.
Would never been that problem. You cannot meet the man to negotiate the demand for people benefit. Well, you can meet him to sit down and parley.
You sit down and you negotiate.
Well, let me don't talk about that, boy. Right now, that I don't want to talk about Miss and them because you see me, I so vexed about the Chinese man statement, my boy. And
boy,
and
you have to
people
talk about and give man later and them will fire, my brother, because at the end of the day, the man don't want workers to get paid because that all kind of negotiation strategy except strike. You understand that? You have to do all kind of things before you strike.
So what the Chinese man say?
Dominicans lazy.
If they're lazy, they don't work on Sunday. They doesn't deliver project on time. But you do right. You do right. But at the end of the day, since the Chinese man reach here, is Labour Party at in charge. And since Labour Party in charge, project doesn't finish on time.
Boy, so
the Chinese man must have a bad impression of Dominica when all projects you give Labour Party operatives, they doesn't deliver it on time. Then you have construction looking bad because Labour Party man stealing the money and they don't doing the work right.
But Secretary faster than his government, so understand all that.
He faster than his government, so what projects he deliver, you know?
Well, I don't know. Well, he look like he and his Chinese
He faster
friends.
than the government and he carries civil servant
No,
salary.
he and his Chinese friends are much faster. If the Chinese say,
It's not about
if the
it.
Chinese is saying Dominicans lazy, and the head of the government is saying he is faster than his government, which means his government is lazy. They're not working fast enough for him. They are lazy. So then we watching he in collab with the Chinese state in Dominican.
Lazy. So he's a Chinese man. All of a sudden he's a Chinese man. Alright.
Including his cabinet.
So that's why I tell people we have to be careful. Our country sell to the Chinese, you know, have a strong feeling in
Long ago, girl.
our country sell to the Chinese.
What
We need to stand up on that, you know, my boy, and find out what's going on, you know. I telling you, we need to stop them man project, stop a Chinese project for us to know what's going on, you know, Rasta. You have to come and make trouble, you know. Hello, work we want work.
Boys, work,
We want work. Because we have to pay $42,000 for our house rent right now. Before the landlord put us out, we want work. If we can't get work, we stop in the project because landlord can put us out. I joke that, man.
Or we'll have to put the client out of the house.
Either or. Because house rent can't pay.
Client will have to go.
So the client will have to go out of the house. By telling you, so we want to work before the landlord come and put no pressure on us. We need work. We vote in our government to create employment. So we need work, brother.
And now that it have employment.
And it have employment.
It going out to foreign workers. And the people that in charge of all them association, You have to ask yourself, if you worshiping the God in the cult, or you afraid the God in the cult.
But the man
because
sell our
man doesn't
country,
be talking about the benefit of Dominica. All man talking about is the benefit of Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister,
Right.
and the Prime Minister,
I do a
and the
Caribbean
Prime
TV.
Minister. Brother, it's a cult. That is people that lost in one man personality.
Yeah, boy.
Rather than a whole nation building. You can look up the definition of cult, and you go and it going to suit the people that supporting Skerrit. Because it's not about the country, it's not about the workers, it's not about the employment, it's not about the salary.
It's about themselves.
It's about, oh, my Prime Minister. You know,
Yes,
the
sir.
Dominica take a hit, my Prime Minister going and take a blow. My Prime Minister.
But my boy, that
my
cannot
Prime
be a call.
Minister,
Listen,
my Prime Minister.
you know you have a man on the radio now? He wants his Prime Minister to live like Pharaoh, you know. And the man house, you can ask my friend, you know, the man house. Rose also telling Ghost couple nights before he make that statement, you know. Ghost boy, also I struggling to try and set up my house, boy, because I don't want another like whether like Mario to pass on me now, boy, and thing that boy, and them boss man they're playing, to go for the $15,000 loan. But it should be for the rubbish man and them. I would have fly for that loan all for him to finish my house. Couple weeks after, the same man shouting about he wants his PM to live like Pharaoh. And you can't even live like Miro.
No, those people have to ask themselves, my brother,
Why?
what about Mr. that's so special when their life going down the toilet? What the man in the Truckers Association cannot come and
But
pack all
first
your
time I
truck
see
in
that in my
Roseau
life,
and
boy.
demand that Renault go back where they come out? Why is engineering taking that, my brother? You have big trucks and workers.
First time I ever
Pack
see
them
that
thing
in
on
my
the
life, boy.
ministry. Pack it around ministry and Kennedy Avenue and the bank and block that thing and say all you want work.
Why I can't understand
Because I
that.
find 80%, once a project ongoing or start or contracted, to me, 80% of the work
But
is supposed to be local.
Hold on a while, brother. Hold on a while.
But you have in our project, we only 5%
Hold on,
of
sorry
the
for cutting you
workforce.
short, you know. Listen to that. When the man thought of buying his truck to bring into his island to create his form of employment and create a business, what that was in his mind?
Which man?
The trucker, the man that decided to buy a truck and go into trucking, what that was in his mind?
You go and get work to do, you go down all alone.
Because he's seen it have work for a truck and he have the finance where he can invest into a truck. He gonna invest into a truck.
Yes.
So you're not supposed to put yourself out first now and arguing, but hold on a while now. All you can have us buying truck and all you can give us the work. More trucks coming in. We.
But it's more than, it's not just about them truckers, but look at it.
But
So when
I
I go
telling
school,
you,
so when I go school and do,
same
and,
with the Chinese man and them coming in as trade men. They coming in just like the truck.
but it beyond trade, man, it's on every level. So when the China man
Mad
come as an
man.
engineer, the youth man not go to school to practice engineering. Where you going and where you falling in line?
No practice.
The youth man at practice drafting, my brother. Where you falling in line when the Chinese man bringing his drafters?
On the back burner.
But you on the side of the road smoking marijuana, ready to sniff cocaine.
Well,
And then they come and tell you about all youth man on block.
But I telling you, on the back burner they putting you in.
But you're right. You have to start looking at these interests. You cannot go engineering school, mechanical
On the ground,
engineering, electrical
Still
engineering.
position me.
On the ground still a position.
Yeah, man.
Well, bury them, Papa.
Get it, put that.
Under the ground is a position to it.
Still me, yeah.
Still a
Alright,
position
still
too?
a position,
But
So
to
tell
the-
me where I can
but
put
to
them
the-
now.
But to the other funeral, somebody go under the ground with another position then.
Well, yeah, 6 feet is our
Alright,
It's a
space.
position.
I agree to that, brother.
Right.
Yeah, but
So
after
it's like
they
you
turn
work
their
less
back
then.
your position of know you. That's the thing. After they turn their back on you, your position
But look it.
don't make
Look
no
at the,
sense.
but look at the construction industry. You have man as engineer, draftsmen, architect, plumbers, electricians.
Boy.
But you name the wide spectrum of things people just do in the construction industry. From those others go to get professional degrees in them to man others just be bossing whatever they just do because they're experiencing it over a period of years.
To man that just don't
What
want to
happening to
look
them man there, my brother?
Boy.
When you have Chinese coming and doing, as you say, pushing wheelbarrow. When you have man from Renault coming and laying blocks from foreign. When you have man coming from wherever and driving big truck.
Tying steel.
Look at Dominica Strong. And look at Dominica Strong, you know. A foreign company come. hire a bunch of local drivers and a lot of local backhoe operators. Exactly what special did they do?
Nothing.
So what was the difference in the government? I'd buy 10 trucks and 10 backhoes for public works and have public works working and put young man under employment. All those culverts out there is young man working for public works in the country getting a salary.
The man tell you putting money in public works is free in the Wavin. Free in the Wavin. But I want to know where Dominica Strong for their own.
But Dominica Strong Park cannot even get another construction project.
I want to know where Dominica Strong for their own.
Dominica Strong was only a specialist in river dredging, man. Where they from?
Talk first to hear you, man, doctor.
Had it been in Trinidad, those trucks not there, they would already migrate.
It's not even about migrate now. What kind of construction firm is Dominica Strong? If it's river dredging alone, they just do. Look where they're doing all kind of a project. This one doing that. You're telling me.
But their sole reason for being in Dominica was for river dredging.
But if it's Dominican workers that drive the trucks and operate the backhoes, what exactly did Dominica Strong provide for Dominicans that public works could not get them 10 trucks, those 10 backhoes, and Dominican man get hired, and that how much 100 millions they get recirculated back into Dominica?
Dominica Strong provide hindrances for Dominican truckers not to make a profit.
So now, whose responsibility to sign that contract?
Well,
good. And those men are driving those trucks for Tipper Truckers Association, and all other men are driving into the truck. So them man don't see there to go and park their trucks on the financial center and around ministry and everything, and call for work, my brother, and demand that there's 80% of the workforce.
The horse leave the stable and even come back in the stable already.
The horse cannot leave the stable. Them man have big equipment too. On a Tuesday, them man have to come Roseau.
The horse leave the
Tuesday morning when cabinet meeting, my brother, them man have to come Roseau and pack it in front ministry.
Them fellas not ready for that. You know hear what the vice president tell you on others?
You see, all them man is labor rights. They don't know how to twist, they don't know how to turn, they sell yourself for the demon. Because at the end of the day, you cannot be leading an association of people, seeing those people don't getting no work to do, and you're in a conflict between the people you're representing and the party you're voting. You have to choose one.
No, it's not a matter of even the party. You in a conflict between the people are representing you and your own self, brother. Your own self, because it's you, your survival you're looking for there, and the people are representing you. They're the ones that stumbling blocks in you.
But in your survival and the people you supporting is stumbling blocks, you also representing people that depend on you to eat. So if others depending on you to eat, you cannot be conflicted with leading people that are hungry just because you conflicted for your party.
Well, you with your blindfold position, feel to yourself, your stumbling block is of a better value to you than your own interests.
But that is the problem. You cannot have man representing people in unions, for example, the teachers union, big labor supporters. So at the end of the day, when you get one teacher's ball down with 0-0-0 like baseball, 3 strikes you out. Three strikes. 3 strikes you out.
I'm telling you.
So, how you representing teachers knowing the conditions of teachers, right? Knowing the conditions teachers under, the pressure they under. So just because you're a labor supporter, you shouldn't represent those people getting higher salaries. Because you're a labor supporter, you shouldn't tell the truckers the best thing to do is go and park in front of ministry on a Tuesday when cabinet meeting.
How can you
only,
do such
only
a thing?
Only if they getting paid on a side.
When you do such a thing,
must getting paid
how
on
are
a side.
you going to get your...
Well, why?
They must
How
getting
you
paid on a
We
side.
have to unite to solve the problem.
But
We have
course,
the problem,
brother.
is one problem.
One
They
problem
have one
that there
problem. One man at making the decisions to keep bringing in foreign workers over local workers, putting barriers for foreign workers, for foreign tradesmen, for foreign contractors not to be able to get the job. One man.
Would you?
So you know, all them man in construction, in that construction industry in Dominica, telling me, all them truck in Dominica can come and pack on the ministry on a Tuesday after cabinet starts.
And agree.
We want 80% of all employees on all projects to be local man, from engineer go down. If we cannot do it, then well, you'll get somebody because we can't do it.
You think I can take my old van and go and pack Roseau and say anything? Who will take me on?
But that's why we're telling you we need to come together. We need to come together. We have to unite. We're not talking for one person to take on the one and go and do it.
But all of us have to
the
be
utterances of the head of the association that's supposed to do what all you say in there. The utterances of the head of the association is truckers not ready to do that.
Listen to me right now. We have to make up our mind, because we cannot have people disrespecting us like that, taking away our bread from us, my boy, and still disrespecting us, That is taking your food from you and still kicking you, my boy.
You need a bigger kick, because when you open in your mouth for the kick, what you need? Not a damn bigger kick.
I agree with you.
Boy, you mad, boy. You see any other kick you get in, you opening, you don't turn in your backside for it again, you opening your mouth to get it in your mouth. So, oh boy, leave me alone. I kick you like
I tell you, stop. We have to what them have to do, come together. That's so far, so just stop a project somewhere. You cannot have them man telling people about we're lazy and them kind of thing, my boy. And it have work going on in the country and we're going to all different kind of foreign people, my boy.
Boy, we call that state already.
I'm going to all different kind of foreign people, my brother.
We call that state already.
Yes, I big up to the viewers, my brothers. Yeah.
No, but at the end of the day, why we have to keep it real in Dominica. You cannot right now, you cannot be loyal to something that you see destroying you and hoping and praying that somehow the history of those people's actions somehow going to change overnight, when you still seeing at present it's not changing.
It's deteriorating instead of changing.
So them man in the Truckers Association is big photo labor right from since 90, when my brother have to ask themselves a question, my brother. If the loyalty to Labour Party with their bread and butter for their family, and their bread and butter for the rest of them man around them.
Tell you, if they not being loyal, their bread and their cheese will be taken away.
But wait a minute, it already gone. If you're not getting no work, how your bread and cheese not already taken away from you?
Well, the liquor they dropping from the crumbs of the
but
table.
it have plenty to get. I remember the man for the Truckers Association said it would be a dream job if they had get to stretch the river. A dream job. You know how much man would have built house on that $100 or $200 million country that go out there?
But was it not the same man that tell you the truckers not ready for that? Was it not the same man in this very same
well, you have to get yourself ready with the truckers.
In the very same radio
because apparently...
brother, you need to repeat that word there. And I agree right now, it's not ready yet. We're ready now,
They have to ready themselves,
because that is more disrespect now,
maybe you know better because you just been them circles there. So the road to Cassie Bruce there, from
right now we need to
Junction
stop talking,
to Atkinson.
and I agree we need to come together. Let's talk now, and we need to come together and agree on our work site we go in.
You are saying
the road.
The East Coast
Road. Right, from the junction to Atkinson. Who doing that? A foreign company, I sure Ace Engineer and them man can come together and do that.
Guadacan, they had signed a contract.
So what Guadacan do so at the end of the day?
Guadacan had a contract since before Erica to do that project. They started a little piece. If you note, when you leave TFM going towards Rosalie, that little piece of thing where they had cut into the...
Guadacan has said that already.
Yeah, that's Guadacan.
Guadacan has said that already.
Well,
and Guadacan was meant to do that whole
East Coast Road.
No, that cannot be working. Guadacan do the road from Roseau to Marigot, my brother. So at the end of the day, no local company will develop in their road building skills then. Public Works does build road. So why Public Works cannot get some engineers from foreign to help them to build the road properly for so the local experience can stay?
Where all those lunatic minds
Huh?
Where all those good, those strong minds in Dominica that go to college, that go to university,
But Pyro,
that can make a difference and say, hello, look is this, look is that.
they afraid to one, the majority afraid to speak up.
Fine.
The majority afraid to speak up.
Therefore, if those big minds over all around the world, where you go, you will find those are the people that stirring up changes in the world, you know.
In Dominica, it will not be those that in civil society that going to change Dominica. Those in civil society
have to do it.
No,
Civil
not this time now, apparently, because civil society corrupt. And civil society haven't got no courage to stand for justice, apparently, because everybody talking about victimization from one set of people. Yet, if we unite, come together, the victimization from them people stop, you know. Even they victimizing their own people stopping when you take them, when you come together and take them out.
About victimization again, we can take now. See what we're facing already now.
You understand?
What victimization we can free up.
If I don't understand what they're asking for, they
see
talk
what
about the
happened
price.
to us already. What
man talking about the
victimization we can
price?
get rid of
About the
again.
price so high to pay for something. $1 billion go missing. Look we on the hook for $32,000 rent plus perk. And you want to tell me about the price too high? The man tell how much families he not going and pay rent for them. He don't have no employment for those people of those homes. And yet those people finding they cannot unite and come together. So people are seeing the football fields, the playing fields, the basketball fields, the basketball courts not in order to unite to solve the problem. When you go Grand Bay, see Natutu Park, right in front. Right in front of
the primary
school. That under tarpaulin. After 3 years of Maria in Labour Party strongest hold.
The heartbeat of Labour. Not just the strongest hold, that is the heartbeat of Labour Party.
But you have to ask yourself, if you cannot unify for those kind of a betterment, and you're talking about victimization, you don't want betterment for you, for me, or for nobody else. You want Mr. to live in luxury.
Not even for the youth that coming tomorrow.
What? And what? You don't cut the grass yesterday, you cannot play ball tomorrow, no, my brother.
Well, yeah, I telling you that.
And you start working, no new football field, you cannot unite for that.
According to Paul King's Douglas, they like us.
They like us? Not just like us alone, nah.
They like us.
They love us too.
Dominicans want to seem to see the fall. You see you see one thing that's proud about Dominica, the most growing up, my brother, and making travels in the early 90s and in the 2000s was realizing we was black owned.
Yeah, man.
You travel around the Caribbean and see red people and white people in the stores in the main town. We was black. Since that atrocity take over, all the store spaces in Roseau slowly but surely creeping up to be Chinese.
Boy.
To be Chinese. We don't have place to put store in our own country and we cannot unite for that.
All your Pablo and them man they at store is Chinese.
We
all
cannot
your man
unite
like
for
Johnny
that.
Shillingford and them man at store is Chinese. Top boy.
We cannot unite for
We had a
that.
media story was called
The man
Top Flash.
gentrifying us
Top
in
Flash
our
on Kennedy
own
Avenue.
tongue. Now we have a white man coming from overseas buying big blocks in Roseau. MMC buying land in Roseau, Samuel Anthony Eden buying land
But
in
the man
Roseau.
sell the country, boy.
Boy, you
If
see
people
this-
close their eyes,
oh.
boy, we wouldn't be able to even walk how we want. We wouldn't be able to
No,
sit down on any step road.
Aye, man. People in Dominica need to realize, especially the young ones, my brother, they're selling the country under them, and they will not be able to buy a piece of property, to have a home, to put a garden, to do nothing for their future. They think when them white people come here, it's not a 30, 40, 50 acres they want to buy while we're struggling to buy 5,000 square feet. Acres of land foreigners looking to buy in Dominica, while we looking to buy 5,000 square feet.
And 3,000 square feet too.
And we cannot unite to put a stop to that kind of economic slavery that them man putting on us.
We are whip on our back.
I want to come up with all kind of a good idea for Dominica, but the best idea to talk about, which is take on the government, unify the people to take on the government. They're not coming on big man lips.
Boy, what the man doing to us, Rasta, is just pushing out down in our pocket and taking out our
On
50
every level. The Catholic Church doing it to the poor people and
But
asking
the
them to
man-
pray.
And put your money in
The
offering.
pastor doing it to them people and telling them,
put your money in
tie, and pray. The union boss doing it to them people. He just taking their money, living in good
But
time.
one thing I
and
know-
come and tell them, let us wait for negotiation 000.
Bojo, one thing I know.
Them are not in sports. They just working in them association, drawing only money from foreign, and the youths are benefiting one bit in these sports. But all man getting ticket to travel overseas first class because there's head of that and that association. There's that and that association head. But they're not doing nothing for the sport. No progression. All we have is a set of blood suckers on our back on every level of the society. And if we cannot unify as poor man on the ground to put a stop to that, it will continue and it's us that go suffer. It's us that go turn the guns on one another and find my brother man cook me $100, I can shoot him, I can this, I can that. But the people that have their foot on our neck the most, we praising them. We want to give them another chance. We want to negotiate with them.
Boy, and what that's so bad about them, man, after 20 years, them man still have got saying Dominica that lasting everything, you know. And according to you, they traveling first class, you know, they traveling, you know. But we lasting everything. But we don't must be lasting. We don't must be lasting everything when we do have a revenue that can.
When your general should tell you that he lied to you.
But that why I tell
man
you.
said the other day, my brother, you don't watch money come
But that why I tell you, when the man can say a thing like that, and
truth, they must talk.
Reginald Oshu was saying the other
know
day,
they saying what they saying, but
the charity money that coming out from overseas, look, watch it close, you know, because that is a way they just bubble money. The man said that life, my brother. Like how much time confession of criminal activity going through for man to just take them thing for bloody joke, man. I mean, Wheezy back in Dominica, man, like that.
come on the radio talk show saying that 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion has gone into Finland.
Boy, blatant confession,
Just
my
like
brother.
that.
And fellas
Blatant
just finding like,
confession,
okay, we.
brother.
Like
When you
it's
say
okay.
this kind of thing as a minister on radio, brother, and you would turn around and tell me you don't say that?
Man have to see bread and butter disappeared in Dominica, and bread and butter do have red, blue or green. Red, blue or green driving truck. And when Renault working, it's not red, blue or green are driving truck. On the side of the road, red, blue and green sit down. So when man want to think it's a party business versus their bread, it's you that sit down on the side of the road while foreign man getting work in your country.
They eating all what you are.
They that eating all what you eating. So on every level, Haitian coming and taking work. Renault coming and taking work. Chinese coming and taking work. Guyanese coming and taking work. What work are you going and get do? No. The boss man going and give all your apartment. So instead of we having hopes and dreams, them man supporting people that destroying our ways and means to our hopes and dreams. You understand? Them man destroying our ways and means to our hopes and dreams. And Dominicans need to realize that. It cannot be more simple, my brother. The economy destroyed. You cannot make money to invest. The man giving work to every foreigner. You have to come together and realize that these are the people that are destroying your ways and means to your hopes and dreams.
Boy, them man taking away the people bread and butter, boy. According to Chubby, milk and honey, them man taking away. Huh? Our future them man damaging we. When we can't get them kind of a construction project going on in our hands, my boy. What better future
Listen
we can
to
have
that,
now?
my brother.
What better future can we have?
Listen to simple little history. When America was on the Great Depression, the president, what is his name? I can't remember his name as it slipped my mind. The man take a big loan to do infrastructure project and hire locals to do the work.
But,
now we are having big project and it's foreigners are doing the work and we cannot develop our economy. We better to have
And we still have to pay back the loan.
boy, really easy to tell us. Anyway, big up to all the viewers. All the viewers, big up the viewers. Share the life, my people.
Lazy in your mind, you lazy.
My boy, them man don't have no respect for
Boy,
people.
no, you ain't not my buju, boy. That killed me long time. Boy,
Them man don't have no respect for people.
girl, I check in, boy. You get that now. Boy,
Them man don't have no respect, my boy. You can't be watching people and telling people those
No,
kind of things, man.
no, them man don't have no respect. Dominicans don't have no respect right
For,
now for
for
yourself.
themselves, for the right
When
thing.
a man can come and right China call you
Yeah, we
lazy.
taking our respect back then. It is that.
You cannot tell me, my brother, Dominicans and labor rights and workers have
But we can go
respect.
China and do that now.
China kicking black people where you see on
can
the
go China and
internet.
do that.
They're kicking black people in China where you see on the internet, man.
You didn't hear, man.
Thinking, boy. Them man sell the country, you know, for them Chinese. For the Chinese man to can make a statement like that, he sell them and sell the country for me, stand them, you know, my brother. Because you can't tell me all you giving us loan to build a hospital. Chinese still have to build it. Huh?
Imagine that, my brother.
All you giving us a loan to build apartment building. Chinese that still have to build it. All you giving us a loan to build a stadium. Chinese that still have to build it. A loan to build state college. What if you give that loan now, boy? Others have to pay it back, boy. Taxpayers that paid that back, boy. The way them man talking like it's the government herself that paid that, boy. Taxpayers money that paid that, boy. My brother, people have to recognize what happening right now, you know, my boy. That's going too far, you know, Jerry. That's going too damn far, boy.
I'm told I give you back $20.
But that,
I pay you $20 to do what I still have to give you $20.
Until your papa ask, I must use
no, boy, you can't call me son them papa ass. You have to call me son them Jackass Jules, boy. You madman, boy. Jackass Jules, you have to call them fellas, boy.
Remember the man?
Madman, boy. Papa ass too good.
Those fellas have economic advisors at the university and say they smart for that, you know. We getting the project cheap.
Smack me ass.
Boy. You can't put it better than that. You cannot put it better than that, Tola. I give you $20 to cook food for me. I still have to give you back that $20 you lend me. You lend it to me, I give it to you to cook it, and I have to give you another 20 for the 20 you give me there. And you still have to get the same fucking food.
Boy, you don't have to, hold on a while, you don't have to eat first.
We eat here. You are eating first.
But I tell you, you don't have to eat first.
Yeah, you eating early, but you eating first, second, and third.
My brother.
Upside down the country operating. Dominic operating upside down, you know, my boy. Upside down the country operating, you know, man. We need to put the country back to
upside up.
Yeah, man, back on it 4 legs, man.
Yeah.
Is that kind of thing there? Yeah, boy, mad man.
Donkey you told her you watching that.
Huh?
That like you donkey that hanging you told her.
But so they have a
But them man are listen to that. Them man talking about Dominicans are skillful workers, right? In the last 10 years, my brother, them man have caused all skillful workers in the construction industry to flee the country. To flee the country because they cripple the construction industry.
All our treatment and them running out, boy.
But them man cripple the
All our
construction
treatment and them running
industry.
out, boy.
Now you come in a situation where we do our treatment. All our treatment go and build St. Martin, build St. Thomas,
Build
build VI, build here, everywhere.
all about.
Go New York.
Boy, go Anguilla, Dominicans build how much big villas and things, you know, brother.
Us at building them other Caribbean countries now, you tell us we do have. You go in and get, instead of you call for us to come back home and give us our salary that we can get, for you to be, for us to be enticed to come back home. Instead, Lucians enticed to come Dominica and work. Guyanese enticed to come Dominica and work. Not Dominicans that
But see
enticed
that,
to stay in
one
Dominica
little job,
and work.
one little job they give Dominicans to do is the hotel they build in Salisbury there. And it still have probably more Asian than Dominicans done it too.
Boy, we should strike as the boy, people that in the construction industry supposed to come together and pull a strike to call for 80% of any project supposed to be local employment, truckers, whatever it may be.
But my brother, we expect the revenue to run if we don't work in. Or we expect the revenue to run if we don't work in. We vote in a government for employment and we cannot work. That's not madness and they're telling us we're lazy. But it's time for us to stop our project. We need work. We need work, Panda. We don't want work, you know, boy. We need work, boy. We don't get those stimulus package. We don't get nothing now, Rasta. So not now we need work now.
You know what? There is something in front. same day we
The
can't come
same day
to
they
work.
say we can't come
That
to
the day we have to
work.
go.
That's a good day to stop it on a Sunday. Yeah. A good day to stop a project. Because they working Sunday to Sunday.
Same day we can't come
So when they're expecting people to do come, that's when people have
we
to
can come
come.
on Sunday and work. Saturday and Sunday we're there.
But I tell you, you have to do straight nothing.
You have to come tongue on a Tuesday when cabinet meet and pack all big truck in Roseau.
But of course,
And say we want 80% of the workers to be Dominicans and ask them Renault workers to leave the country. And feel no way.
the same way you hear that the Prime Minister on
You
the,
understand?
under the
There are
man
people in Dominica
campaign.
can do that work, my brothers.
Listen to that, under the Prime Minister.
All them workers, all you have are doing that, not extra, I don't want no speciality, my
Bojo.
brother. We have the
Bojo.
capacity, tell them man to leave.
Bojo, listen
Like,
to
come
that.
on, man.
Listen to that. When Labour Party was campaigning for last election there, they went to Guadeloupe. They tell the Dominicans that in Guadeloupe, now is a good time to come back to Dominica for good schooling and better hospitality. How come it's not a good time for fellas to come back for school and hospitality alone then? Huh? We have a more big project going on. You can't tell them come back to Dominica to work. All our treatment outside there and tell them, well, we raise the salary and everything. Things good, you say we. Now Chinese man have to be telling us we're lazy. But come back home to vote for good hospitality and schooling. Not to work at all, eh?
The Chinese start telling you, fuck off. Surely.
Well, an old man said the other day, they give him a house, but he cannot eat the house because they never give him a job behind that. So long he's sending how much invoice, how much thing, and he can't get a wood. So you should know. You should know.
You remember
my brother.
the house was all he had to get now? He lucky get out.
He is looking for more.
He lucky get out. They pray it out.
But I tell you on a serious note,
Britain
brother,
telling me
that is what we need to do as Dominicans. Come together, all construction workers, all tradesmen, all them big companies there in the construction side,
And put
my
your foot
brother.
down.
Yeah, man, and time to put our foot down.
Put your
my
foot
brother.
down. You can't watch that happening and watching it happen and just begging.
Boy, don't to mix a truck and all them Chinese man having in Dominica.
Why not a single thing here?
Block going by.
You tell me I can't even buy concrete from
You
ready
cannot
mix.
even say well they get already mixed and see they going and
But
off.
how you cripple that?
Just Gary can't sell not even a cigarette.
But I real madness, boy.
Worry for me.
The fellas coming
That's
down
real
with
madness,
that cigarette.
They buy you.
Shit, my brother.
Boy, you madman, boy. You see that's crazy.
What we
eh?
doing, my brother? You giving we borrowing money from a man, from a country, and our country not benefiting from the money borrowed from them.
But we don't benefit
Back right
enough.
to them, and when we still have to work and tax it
Not
out
even
money.
the Chinese money alone. Which money, my brother? Which money we getting that benefiting us?
No, not even from
Not the-
MMC.
The passport money not benefiting us. The nothing of the money, no investment not benefiting us.
Nothing.
Boom, son. White.
But under some hunger in
I just have to get some marbles, you know, for me to make a marble contest. But at the end of the day, Maggie, all our
Never
money
building
we
hospital,
get.
not even our doctors are working in it. But what we
Wow, we don't have nothing about it means we keeping our money.
Yeah, you know.
We're not keeping none of the money we generating, no way, no how. The sweat of your brow, Maggie, being given to a foreigner.
No, see that you know. See that you know. Ah man, if it's small business like myself now will be there wondering how come things not selling? How comes the economy not turning over? You'll think of blaming it on COVID-19 still.
No boy, Lennox Clinton boy.
Lennox Clinton, eh?
Lennox
I
has the
agree that
virus.
with Lennox has the virus.
Lennox Clinton.
It can't be COVID-19 eh? Because if it's
No, you
COVID-19,
know,
how
yeah,
come
yeah,
rain on them
Lennox
still
Clinton.
working? So it have to be, I agree if it have to be Lennox
Everything is
Clinton.
Lennox fault.
Everything is Lennox.
It's Lennox fault.
I can't make nothing. Nothing you have not selling because
Nothing not working.
Because no local man that want to buy in your hand to have money.
Think it's so,
They have their budget. Boy, you
people
mad.
have money, not get it, not
So I
even
can't-
get to look
I
bad.
I have ambition.
On
You
top,
cannot
tell
watch
me
me
what kind of
develop.
We don't know
Come
live
try
there.
coming
You
up
cannot watch
from
me
now.
develop
We don't know
ambition.
live
You
there.
cannot watch me tell me this.
Shed some information to
It
the
just,
nation.
it just you, boy, you are the mother
You
country.
bad man because you don't give me no opportunity to do nothing, Dread.
Boy,
And you still want to watch me tell me in your mother country.
So now after you don't give me no opportunity to do nothing, you want to call me and tell me I lazy. And that is what people done to United Cell to go about this business, my brother. Somebody allowing allowing us to reach in a position where somebody can come and disrespect us. Not even us that fighting amongst ourselves, but somebody from outside have to come and diss us because we in a nonsense with Mr. You so want to support Mr. You're making somebody from foreign come and diss us for our own bread and butter.
Man, we study Cuba with people thinking laughing, man. They want thing that can never happen, Vinci. That can never happen, Vinci. That can never happen to New Sugar. So, they man come in your land and working. Man, we work with.
You will lose the apartment if you go and strike for a job. Your apartment you could have built for yourself if you was working for all them years. You waiting to see if you can get one rather than standing up for your right. But I tell you, Maggie, people supporting a regime that destroying your ways and your means to their hopes and dreams. And that is a tight thing, my brother. For you to be supporting people that destroying your ways and means to your hopes and dreams.
Like that from way back when the countries were made.
No, man. So man do that. So how long we trading on the wine press now, my brother? Yeah, so you're finishing then? You feel they're taking too long, you know?
It have more grip to press.
In a better way. Treadmill.
It have more grip
Bob Marley tell you the wine press, but Tasha even put it on a better way. Treadmill. No, you're not, my brother. You're just working in Virginia. That's the simplest, my boy. The
so you want to tell me you cannot unify?
And you see your neighbor, and you're telling yourself, is your neighbor that playing a mental trick on you, you know, foolish.
You have to talk about them.
Your neighbor, no evil that playing on you now. The system that playing the mental trick on you, boy, do you in there?
Those supposed intellectuals, my brother, those people we say at go university and they're supposed to be intellectuals.
I already warned you about that with education and those things, you know, my boy. Do not mention that in front of me.
That intellectual too.
Yeah, don't mention that in front of me. See, I would. They only say I hear that has make all my inside turn.
But now, around the world, they are the ones that stimulating the change.
Boss, those fellas who go to school to manage things. These fellas go to school to damage things, boy.
Well, one thing I know,
alright.
When you are dead, you easily manipulated. And apparently all them intellectuals are too much university debt to be free.
But that's why I'm telling you, they send them man to school to damage things.
Because all man waiting to save face for something. A higher job or a higher job, a recommendation, something. They're trying to save face rather than speaking up.
And pleading, please give me. Nobody take me.
But they want a job in OAS.
No, so right now it's time to take our own. Yeah, right now it's time to take our own. We can't wait for that thing again.
We, our company, and we know own company begging, voting, and seeing man that's not we are sticking and going. We bag of groceries that's going and we can have big tin of condition. But the mother they are begging, please give me a tin of salad, give me a tin. But no, we are but the mother comes.
Well, Dom, you need to wake up now and they're not lazy.
So if we cannot come together,
we need to wake up now and we're not lazy and stop our job, I tell you.
Our milk and honey, stop a project, go down. Myself not even saying stop a project. Go straight on the ministry on a Tuesday with all trucking material, all trucks, and tell them man 80% of all workers on all projects have to be Dominicans. All projects. None of them are not doing nothing special.
No.
None of them projects don't have no.
And if them man ever start that they get a supporting.
Special.
Anytime them man start that they must
get
a supporting,
from
my brother.
Yeah. None of them are not building out of scratch. What
is that when next man that supporting live and they go through that, you know? When they go for a job, them places they tell them they don't want them because they don't take in treatment anymore.
But of course, it's engineering. Steve Astafan have a construction company. Stuco. You have how much construction?
Who built the graduate and the next vision? Stuco?
I think so.
I built it myself, yeah. Yeah.
So that is not a good construction.
Apparently not.
No.
I don't know what word. Maybe this
lazy
people that build the credit union. Lazy people.
Lazy fellas.
And they work on Sundays. That's why.
So wait, we want to work on Sundays to build. England build the country up and they don't work on no Sunday up till this day. Now, but tell them Chinese. When the Chinese New Year there, go and work. Because none of them doesn't work on this Chinese New Year. So Mr. cannot come and tell us
Sunday,
on a
Monday,
Sunday
people sit
we
down
have
and
to
relax
work.
and smoke his
Slavery
boom.
abolish, my brother.
But
But
so long
when is
slavery
the
abolish.
Chinese New Year, which is their holiday, one of their holidays,
Yeah,
nobody
same
doesn't
fucking
work.
thing,
They just fly back home. You forget the problem with the virus, man. What they say? Oh, the Chinese export it because when their people come for their holiday and then they go back. They just close down when it's their holiday. For a week sometimes. So then people just cannot come and tell us we don't want to work on a Sunday. It's a free thinking
Those
nation.
people tell us what when to work on another fucking
Why?
But then you cannot force labor on nobody, you know, pan there. That is forcing labor on a man now.
As a people,
Our constitution stating that, you know, you cannot force labor onto nobody, you know, pan there.
We don't have no fucking rush. Because the rush costing us to get nothing for ourselves. We rush, but our pocket empty. So what we can do on it build and we broke.
My brother, everything the Chinese build, we make in 5 years and they have to be repairing it already. Another money they pay the man to repair that again, my boy. And Chinese are what happening there now, my boy.
Dominican people have to realize they have to unite for their bread and butter. They have to realize that.
They are soft crime Chinese that remain 2 more years, 1 year.
In jail them fellas was there.
Yeah man, of course.
But you seen them fellas.
Them man, no. I wouldn't say jail.
like we-
I wouldn't say jail. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what I equate them man
Tell
to.
me.
Them man not different from them man that trying to go to Canada. Only fam. You can make the man can move around a little bit, but he can't go.
But Canada only from I wouldn't even put it to
Boy,
that standard. Fellas have a little more liberation in
Yeah,
Canada.
boy.
No, it's Chinese. Chinese are liberation as a people.
Yeah.
As a people. We don't have you free up. So they doesn't move around from because they know their system is. When you see them from time to time buying cigarette, 2-3 man on their own checking, but it just doesn't be out because that is not their system. So even if you come on it like it's on the farm, when the man tell you don't go nowhere, blah 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 blah, you think the man want you to escape and find you don't coming back, you run up in the bush and gun plant marijuana,
Them
Dominican
Cubans
man and don't come back.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't know
yeah.
where
So
to
when
find
you
you.
go to football team, you just see half of the team go going back.
Where the man don't know how for the Chinese to stay in the bush in Dominican, so they don't know like neck Mao. So they have them on the camp.
Yeah, they want to come.
But what that have to be
All
the
tonight they took up the basketball court by team outside.
But they're not free. They can't say they don't come in.
no, but what the lesson
They cannot
we
say
have,
come
the lesson we have to take out of that.
They cannot say they're not going.
The lesson we have to take out of that, my brother.
But if you in jail, you can say you come in now.
We have to come together as a
Joke that,
people to
man.
put a stop to that. And if we cannot even unite for bread and butter, for putting more money in each of us pocket, red, blue or green. If only find a problem for that kind of a unity,
But them
why are you finishing that country?
tell
Finish.
them wait, they will get you know.
Who?
Wait, they will get.
Coming together to fight against each other, that's what we can do. Come together on the blue banner and red banner and let's fight and yeah.
But that's
You see
like
people
all we
you see
good
people
at now,
was
boy.
never friends, never talk to one another. But they hugging for blue, they hugging for red, but they don't hugging for Dominica.
But it's not that is the
Yeah
problem.
man, you see, no people only
Yeah,
do
man,
because
they
they see you,
done that
you in the blue thing or you in the red
That's
thing.
what you call
I
in
don't
divide
know.
and rule, you know, my
Yeah,
And then they
that is the
call
problem
it,
and then they go at each other.
I think all of business,
Red,
huh?
red,
You so-
blue, blue, blue.
that
You
why
see that
I tell
red,
you.
you see that Labour Party and that workers
That's why
business
the
there, I
racism
not in that,
stop.
you know.
You have to be the best.
I not in that, you know, my
community
boy.
leader. Best community leaders in the.
I want betterment for my country and my children, you know,
Yeah,
my
right
boy.
now, all
and
them
I'm
are
choosing
living
one.
Boy, that have nothing else best because partner, let me tell you, Maggie, there's nothing of rocket science in running a constitution.
Nothing like
Them
that.
just do not want to do it.
They make up their mind.
No, but the people that win,
They the
them
willing.
Indian running
Yo,
the
yo,
media.
them man that's arguing, they not
There's
willing.
no rocket
They
science.
not
in
willing.
nothing, Same
Because
thing.
what are they not to do, not to run the constituency,
we
them
need
my
to
boy.
eradicate the gang thing. That gang thing have to stop. So we have to have that party.
My brother, party have to dismantle, boy. That system have to dismantle, boy.
I tell
You
you,
cannot tell me, my boy, you cannot tell me, you're the head of the Teachers Association, 0-0 bowling for 10 overs, and you're telling me you don't find in the best thing to do is change the batsman.
Loyalty to slavery.
But that's what the man doing. Each of them man that in high position in Dominica is either the former Freedomite, the former Freedomite turn Labour right, or the Labour right still Labour right, but they are unified. And that unity, my brother, causing slavery, my brother, on poor people. Because if the Teachers Association is a legacy Labour right, He's not going to want to declare a strike against the government. You have the PSU, Public Service Union, Legacy Labor Right. He's not going to declare a strike against his brother.
Never.
You have DAIC, who is a government supporter, a passport
So
seller.
it look like the people in the
He
fucking
not
the
going-
members of the union are labor rights too.
He not
That's the only
going.
thing I can say nowhere.
Boy, do you hear him,
It
man?
has to be the people and the majority of the people that in that.
Hold on a while,
It
hold on
must
a
be
while,
labor
hold
rights
on a
too.
while, hold on a
I
while.
don't do ruffle the
You're
feathers
telling the
of the
people you're
master.
representing, you're trying to meet with the government to make negotiations for them, and it is difficult for them to meet with the government because every time the Prime Minister of the state...
But the Prime Minister
Minister
not on the negotiating team. Tola.
Hmm?
The Prime Minister not on the negotiating
Thanks
team.
for telling me that, brother.
They have the negotiators and the
Thanks for
negotiators
telling me
take
that.
it to the Prime Minister.
It should never be.
Thanks for telling me that, right? Anyway, fine, you always saying you can't meet with the team. Yeah?
Excuse me.
But at the end of the day, the Prime Minister on our platform saying, tell Thomas later, I run things in Dominica. So tell me, who in charge of negotiations right now? Everything upside down, I tell you.
Yeah, we're upside down in the country. Too much loyalty, that's the problem, bro. To a party.
Because the man telling the people he cannot see the Prime Minister, so that means the Prime Minister in charge of negotiations.
No,
He is not he, but that's what he telling the people.
But you see the Prime Minister last week.
But I tell, and when it's to
Week
go,
before.
now the Prime Minister in Dominica, all now says a good time to call negotiation. Yeah. Only your house spent $42,000 on your people back and no salary increase. Not now you're calling for, not now you're calling for negotiation for your people.
No, not negotiation.
But
Not
now
now
the
you
people
know.
need salary
Not now
increase, now
you
the people need that.
demanding
For
an
salary
increase.
increase, of course.
But you dare pussyfooting, and then you come on the
If
radio
you
next
feel
day
it
looking
fit
for support.
that way,
Then
we
you're
are
looking for
capable
support
of
on
paying
radio
that kind of
next
rate.
day, and them kind of a
Then you
You're
should
vibe.
talking
feel
about
fit that you're capable
appointed.
of-
Yeah, what the man talking
That's
about?
how
You know?
fellas dread.
That's more
Appointed,
important than the fucking
appointed and promotion. But henceforth, here you go. All construction will go to foreign workers.
That's what I know. Remember, that is a private business. That has nothing to do with the union, boss.
I just telling you, you know.
But I say, my brother, the construction work is private business. That has got nothing to do with public service
But
union.
if them man, right now, another time to come under one umbrella nah,
Well,
and fix the nation. Nah. Now them man have to come under one
Well, you're
umbrella.
taking a
we don't want to come under one umbrella. That is just talk.
Spokes of those umbrellas,
Talk.
they break the,
Talk at
the
there.
umbrella,
The
those
spokes of them
things
umbrella break.
Yeah, the
Oh,
umbrella,
that's
those
why they
things
can't
are-
No, I don't
shelter.
care. I don't know what I was saying, eh? But you're telling me is the people, the members of the union are responsible for paying the leader of the union. And the leader of the union can't get nothing for them.
Why
And
fire
he's
you?
still just
You're wrong. You
no,
can
why
get.
fire you?
You can get.
People,
You
yeah.
getting them discounted groceries in the union
Well, I'm going to
supermarket.
groceries, boy.
And he getting
More than-
discount.
Give me more money so I can go and buy groceries. I want, boy. You hold your more than groceries, boy.
Well, the man job is to get you discounted groceries.
Kiss your more than your groceries.
And the man job
buy
is to get
groceries I
you
want.
and to provide security services for the government buildings.
Buy shit, my brother.
And the man job is to get and run the discounted laundromat. It's a laundromat.
You do this also, you have to wash.
They have a restaurant
you have
there.
to
A
get-
restaurant too.
you have to-
And a laundromat and a restaurant
to
discounted
get
for public service
Grandma's gonna
members.
spray on them, man, bro.
Maggie. Maggie, the man not
Them get
giving
rid of me, stand them,
All
boy.
months, root that out, my brother.
Maggie,
Seeds, plant
the
good
man
plant, my brother.
not giving you salary increases. The man is giving you discounted products on the
That's
shop
what
he
people do
runs.
us.
No.
We make
Listen
people
to
give
it
us a
properly.
give them what we
Listen
want.
to it properly. You're not getting salary increases for Thomas later. But when you do get your salary, you can come and buy in his shop.
Yes.
All the money going back to
Yeah.
the shop.
So you man take it,
I-
but look
I
back.
don't
If I have a
man.
shop, if I have a shop running, when I sell to you, all the profits have to go back to you, man.
Shareholders, man, them workers, them civil servants.
I want to know.
I don't know.
I
I'm
want
always
to
a
know.
civil servant.
I
You
want to know,
shareholders
my
meeting,
brother.
you getting
But-
shares, man, in that money.
but the
Ah.
Never
China,
know worry.
the China giving you
Yeah,
money.
don't worry what people are don't worry about. They will
Spending
fucking
it
tell
for
you.
you.
I
You still
haven't
have
done
to
it.
pay
Don't
them back.
Boy, I
worry
tell
what
you,
people are don't worry about. They will fucking
those
tell you.
intellectuals don't worry about themselves. They're back against the wall and they're afraid to talk. They talk.
But I'm telling you right now, let's take what we have to take. Fuck those people that do fucking do their own. I don't know crying. But
Is
people
that
cry by
tomorrow?
themselves.
Poor ghetto man
Let's
have to
take
work in.
and let's do for ourselves.
Like
We're
ants.
fucking tired, beg and ask. Let's take
But
what
better
we
not
want.
to be working now, boy, would you? Than
Let's
working.
take what we fucking
Working
want
is a
and do what we
stress.
need to
We
do,
have
my
to
brother.
take back what is ours and don't beg nobody.
Boy.
Boy, nobody
Of
come around,
course,
no bully
man.
rapper. You see?
Sometimes you pass and you see them man on the highway there, it's better you sit down on the highway,
Guys,
like
you cannot
telling
think
you,
that
you know.
we're gonna propose to you.
Yeah, boy, some man
But
they
of
prefer
course,
sit
You're
down on
gonna
the
feel
highway.
vibration, you know.
But why you saying so go and work, work say is that,
The man reach upon me and
If
like,
that's
you know what,
just for
fuck
you,
it,
that
brother, I'm
you have
gonna
to
take
bring
it.
But
yourself
principle.
wow,
that's for me now to make
Principle.
everything to work
Yeah.
and me.
boy.
And I'm putting you
So
under
why you-
pressure.
why you
and
don't
I'm
deciding
coming
to
to
do like
you.
them now?
I want to
Because I have two
I
youth
want to
there
tell
and
people, hey,
the lady.
So they don't have no use then.
Where them youth there, bro? Where them youth?
Let me have
You should them you
some more Malbu for that.
I will just do. That's how you're working in a place too, like
No,
if
I-
it's
I
easy, you're working in a
really feel like
place.
how them
Ah,
make man
let's say you're
watch
working in a
them
place,
and see, but I tell man,
thing is $25 a meal is $25, $20. You have to work how much hours to buy a meal with?
Bum rush is fucking.
What are you telling
You have to work
Understand,
4
you got
hours.
More numbers and then we can
Why
up number
telling
them.
you,
Take
boy?
your
4 hours, $5 an hour, 4
Well,
hours to
yeah,
buy
but
a
the
sandwich.
person,
Where
man,
you
see,
working?
The person that prepared the sandwich will sell it to you. They cannot sell it to you where they pay in yourself.
If
Where
you
they
work
go
in an
on
8-hour
profit.
day,
You
Yeah.
have to be making a profit.
you have to look for another
Sleep,
4
man.
hours in the next
Flee the
day
condition.
for you to make
Free
a
up
meal
yourself.
for the next.
Come
For the
on, man,
next
fucking tribulation, man.
So basically they sit down by the road, boy. Mad,
Yeah,
man.
you
Some man
make
just prefer sit down by the
A
road.
meal and you can make a meal for tomorrow and tomorrow's day.
But nobody
you can
prefer
save
sit
it.
down by the road.
I do believe somebody want to do that.
Nobody prefer sit down by the road, my
I do
brother.
believe somebody want
That's
to do
just
that to
impossible to be saying.
Boy.
themselves. I don't think a man will want to do that to himself.
Man might have different level
Because
of
sitting down by
work
the road
ethic,
there,
but
sitting
nobody
down
wants to sit down by the
there,
road.
when your belly start making chim according to this song, huh? Not even the lack of be able to
No
buy.
worry, that is
making.
how we feel. We feel
For
everybody.
you to buy the
lazy.
lapos
They
and your
want-
belly to
they
make
don't want
cheap.
to
But
work.
lazy man is just
They
a
want to be by the road.
old energy.
It's so the mentality of the authorities is the people lazy, they don't want to work, we're looking for other people to work.
No, the authorities have made the people lazy when man don't go and work for your house, and if they're sitting down telling you they're waiting,
When the
they
man-
put your name on a list for an apartment.
Well, that's just
When the man
it,
come and tell you
brother.
the $3,000 and all that still, I just
A down
fucking cheap,
payment.
man, a
So
down
if,
payment. Don't watch
if
something
you
I'm up
already
for
know is that you bamboozle the man with already.
Boy, people
You don't go
bamboozle
in
yourself.
and make your scapegoat and say the man lazy. Then.
I don't believe they bamboo to yourself already.
Well, the man make his scapegoat and call you lazy. You know you're not lazy. You need to come back and tell that man you're not lazy. Hold his ras, my brother. And them man, them Dominican people, all of us apparently, because I have to put myself in the boat because it's Dominican people.
That big disrespect to you as a man, boy.
Boys are disrespect for everybody.
That trade man that do a work today, boy,
And that Mr. saying, my brother.
That trade man Dominica that do a work today.
My brother, you see me, they say they have to build an airport.
Same thing with the airport.
They have to build
Chinese.
an airport to me. The airport don't need nobody but Dominicans. They have enough Dominicans to come and build it. If you're not a specialty engineer, my brother, you don't need to be in Dominica doing nothing. You don't come and lift up and push wheelbarrow. It have man to push wheelbarrow in Dominica. It have man to push wheelbarrow. If you're a man that making magic with concrete and you cannot make magic with concrete, you can come Dominica.
When we working, we can be able to pay the loan easy, you know.
Well,
But we
the
don't work, we
generation
can pay
have to
the
pay
loan. But we must be in debt, Rasta. That's what I tell you, them man
You
sell
know,
the
to
country.
take glass
my
and
boy.
make road. We
And them Chinese
refuse.
have a thing doing, my boy. When you can't pay them back, they want to come and they stick thing in your
If you
boss.
take it,
Let me tell you that.
That's the
But
one-
that position scary putting us in boy
Boy,
and
let
people
me
watching
tell you
that
that,
foolishness
boy.
like
That's
that.
the
bro.
one-
Like it's a
Boy.
joke, fucking.
Them
And
one
I
of the
keep
That's
ass-
no
asking.
joke, you know,
That's
brother.
not a joke, you know, my
That's
boy.
serious thing, you know,
Serious
brother.
thing that they know, my boy. Them man that's pumping
Watching
money, pumping money
documentaries
and
of
working.
Africa and
After
the
certain amount of
repossession
years, them man don't know you
of
can't pay them man that's
certain
come and
parts of
repossess
Africa,
your
boy,
country and you, boy.
Whole
after
country.
they
And your
can't
people
pay, brother.
like
And important
boy.
things are built for your hospitals,
Boy, let me
airports.
tell you something, boy. I not in that, you know, pan
That is
My
there.
brother, you see me personally.
Boy, I not
Still
a
young.
to nobody, you know, my boy.
I
I
don't
think
think
that's
we
no
to see.
Rasta, boy.
We're waiting until we have to see all the fucking Chinese.
Boy, check them and go and take the country. Them man never tell nobody no agreement they have with the
We're waiting
Chinese.
to see them and go there thousands and thousands of souls they don't ship. come on show and come and anchor here. That's what you for.
But by that time,
what we can do?
You don't sing.
By that time, what we can do?
But in China started by property in Dominica. You know,
so long.
But we need to suspend the alien land holding rights. We have to take our country and repeal that
land. People, boy.
When you pass money and see them man embassy and that man house, not Mr.
This where the man put his house.
Right around embassy.
Close to the Chinese
embassy. Right there, all them, yeah.
His friends around, his friends, you know. The man tell that is his friends, you know.
Yeah.
Cuba, China, Venezuela. That's the man tell that it is friends, you know, my boy.
But you know what a man saying, which is true, yeah. Man don't want to work for that little money they pay him. And it's true.
But it's true, but you can work for $40, my brother.
And $4.15, my brother.
But not better you can first by the day.
For your day, $42 like $4.50.
But you can work for $40 and $60, boy.
I got real price, my brother.
I got me once.
Man, bro, stand the block and sell a 5 back, boy.
And let me tell you that. And them foreigners they bring in there, they don't give them the $40 and $50, my boy. $100 alone. They're getting allowances, they're still getting rent.
Imagine that. Imagine when local nurses wasn't getting bus, foreign nurses getting bus right to go. So if them and them nurses didn't even want to strike for them to get a bus for them to go home because they're so supporting labor. It's politics. You see that word politics, people just want to they just used to poison people to make people think. When you stand up for your right now, it's a politics. So you are a nurse who cannot get a bus ride to go home. If I say let us go and stand up for that, it's politics we paying because it's your government in power. But you don't need, you need the bus ride to go home. You're standing for your right, not a politics out there.
Well, when I play not catch you somewhere,
you're comfort you're looking for.
Our policeman cannot talk about the fact that law and order not being followed in a country when his job is to promote law and order. How that is politics when you're talking about what your job give you permission to talk?
Hold on, to arrest me for a spliff.
Oh, man.
I go to New York on a Labor Day and I stay a couple of weeks extra and I catch myself. And why is I mixing a motor with a partner on a construction thing there? I tell myself, Maggie, what the fuck you doing there now? Are you in New York mixing cement now? I stop in and say that. I say, oh yeah, 100 US a day.
Yes.
And my days, no long day, huh?
Yeah.
I start back mixing. I say, yes,
one
man.
time.
That's the reason why.
Yeah.
100 US, I don't know nothing about that. I got nothing, I don't know.
You're no trade man. Labue Maggie.
And yeah, man.
Giving Maggie a good time, we rolling for you taking kids.
Hey, corner store, go and buy some guineas and things for the boys and them. I touch in $100, see?
Oh yes, I go time I go New York, my brother. For my summer on a fencing project, we're making an 84 a day.
What are you talking about now, boy?
I buy Jack,
I St. Thomas.
Easy.
I send them 2
barrels.
barrels.
St. Thomas.
I go at Costco and them place and buy one day shop in full 2 barrels and send them liquor.
So imagine that dollar for dollar a day. 80 US, 40 EC. Dollar for dollar, we can even convert it. So man can make 80 and we're supposed to make 40.
All them call center, they quivering them people there.
So get paid the American rate in
transport. They might work free transport.
Take a leave.
They might work free transport and the people.
You can imagine paying somebody $100 a day in Dominica, you pay them 50, 100 euros, like $260. You can pay them people twice the amount. They see his doctor, I tell you.
Jealousy, my brother, for no reason. And we have to realize, my brother, they're supporting a regime that destroying their ways and means to their hopes and dreams. And if you cannot see what happened to your own self.
Let me tell you that if people keep accepting all that going on in the country, especially the young people, let me tell you something, tomorrow, the young people are thinking of they want to have a house, want to have a transport, they have to ask themselves how that coming in.
You can never get that.
But how you gonna get that bond, that kind of regime now, my brother?
But you cannot steal for that.
Tomorrow,
for the younger ones, I'm talking about, you know.
But
who's not even younger than myself.
Let us break it down, my brother, because we are
It's already a problem for me, fellas, for them. That is why I'm saying that.
But you cannot break it down. Boom, you cannot work in this system. So you follow this side, you say you're gonna sell your drugs on this side, you use drug man. You starting small drug man, my brother, on this side of the street. Where is the workers that going and get their job, get their Friday paycheck, and come and pay you for you to make money? So if you thinking if you going and make that situation build up to the point where your people, where we're not working on no level, it have no level of business that going on work. No level of business going to work.
You 5 bag of sense, make fish show you have to smoke.
If you have 5 bags and make
yeah,
fish
because the
show.
competition there in the block. Before 5 man used to be selling.
But no, nobody not working.
It's not when I work, I can afford to buy a 5 bag now.
5 bag.
But 10 man not working.
If I do go, I buy a 5 bag now. Right?
So they stay there.
Did I tell you they cannot pay them and to give people at $60 and at $40 there. Don't think of buying orange. Buy Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid to buy.
That's why you,
alright,
as
orange is $1 for one now.
the young man, you're supposed to see to it your interest is at stake. Fight for your interest.
But you understand how someone can say something good and you can't even speak about. You can't even speak about what trouble in you. How that can be good, man? How you feeling to yourself that you're in your work and you cannot even say something that's bothering you? Something squeezing your foot and you cannot take out big
Much pressure.
Boy, go tell you this shoe squeezing me.
What
boy,
happening?
still
It
love
happening from top to bottom. It's a man an involuntary thing.
and it's not a government thing, you know, Maggie. It's just a society thing. No matter where you're working, you can express yourself. You cannot give an opinion. You cannot speak your mind. Boy, that's why I tell
You feeling
Look
like
at me, I go today. I go in DFA, my brother. Jamaica Football Association. And we have a man inside there. They give him a position. He's the coordinator of women's football. And the man telling me, he have to make sure he tell the president where he going, because they don't meet him here. He'll tell him how comes, he don't tell them where he going. And he leaving a message with the secretary, you know, saying, I'm going to Convent Prep or Convent High School to work with the girls and them. But because you tell the president, not the president checking, like, you're supposed to tell me that. You're not supposed to. No, the man telling me, like, the man, and I tell him, my brother, what, tell them I don't know the check. The man telling me he cannot. Like, but a big man you'll be.
Yeah, man.
Why are you telling me that for?
You just have to disrespect
But you tell him, what you march you telling me, my brother? If I tell you, my job is to deal with women's football. And I decide today I go to Woodford Hill. And I say, Secretary, I'm on my way to Woodford Hill to go and check the Woodford Hill football team. And give it up to them if they want to know IB. And you telling me, you have a problem with that?
But not in your office.
And I cannot tell you what is your problem with that. But you have more than one.
If you're in your office,
and you are telling me that the man tell like
that's a serious problem we have in our society. We prefer to speak.
Like anymore, I tell you, you can't leave your and just go where you want and tell me you go.
Everybody feel that you need them. Your man, I can't do that. Everybody feeling like if it's not, if everybody feeling like you need them to work. Nobody checking like I need my workers so I can make a money. Everybody looking down on workers.
But that is, listen to me. That is what Dominicans must realize. I'm not working for you. I'm working with you.
Yeah.
And if you're not working with me, that is where we have a problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Dominicans have been there, I'm working for you.
Yeah.
So anything you do, they accept.
Nobody can say, boss, listen to me, I think we should do that.
problem
Think
is
about man
now.
on the constitutional right, where that man, you know, work get to know the rights of where he is in the job, you know.
Yeah.
A man don't even know what he's titling to, you know.
Why so
He's the coordinator of women's football. But nobody was supposed to tell you. You're supposed to lay down the thing. This is what I'm going to do. That's my plans. And from the execute. And you, look.
But wait,
look at it and check it out.
What after I go 7-Eleven, we want them supervisor tell them when they workers, go buy the lady over there and buy a lunch. But tell him and
when
please,
they
boy,
recruiting you,
please, if you
I
can,
don't
you so
for that now.
you mad man. I tell
But
you,
I
but go and
don't
get
do
your
for
food, boy.
But that's why I'm telling you, people, let's look for it. That is why Dominica so, because that's what they
Go and get your food partner.
People doesn't realize we're working together. So now what they do, they are sitting. If we decide what, boy, you see that kind of thing that we can't take that in. Bam, Mr. over there, don't go and tell the boss man, boy, that man,
Yeah.
looking to
Yeah.
make a strike in the boy because they're checking it like the condition.
Oh, slaves.
Yeah. That.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Sometimes the man go and sell out the vibe. When you do check yourself, what do you think happening? That same one that go and talk. When they fire all, you know, little time after is later down here in what? Mr. Have supervisor job now, boy. How you think you get the supervisor job now?
Tell you.
Okay. So you expect, boy, where we can go like that? We have to change our mentality, my brother. That kind of thing about I working for you need to stop, boy. I working with you, my boy.
That's always my song.
Together.
I working with. For
I working for you, boy. Working with you, boy, and you have to work with me together. So if you can't work with me, and why you can work for you now? We have to work together. You're mad, man. You have to pay me properly, and I work for you properly.
For me to work for you, you have to sit down and
Same thing after Mario. Mario, everybody coming downtown and work. But find your cleaners or pay me to clean because I work with you. If you have to come and clean after Mario before
you calling all workers to come back. No, you can call all workers to come back and clean, you know, but for coming and clean is a fee. Instead, you look for other people to clean for you.
But it's a fee, guys, so
yeah, you
have to be happy that I have a job. You don't happy our workers to work for you now. Huh? You don't happy our workers to work for you. And that's the problem, Dominica, guys. Disrespect, boy.
My brother, let me tell you that. All the people have to do is argue, okay, we don't go in and work for our stuff and today.
And that is it to me.
We don't working for our stuff and today, boy, and we want our money, guys, so we want a better salary, boy.
Mad,
do working.
The mad, you want those little hungry thing to say, tomorrow, how I get my boy?
But how you think they're going to get their money now? Tell our servants, all our servants children come and work then all the departments they have there now.
Yeah.
See if it have enough of them to do it.
And that's our problem. We feed our workers, our employers.
For ourselves.
Yeah, ourselves.
We feed ourselves.
We don't know to come together,
We have upset a man at making you hungry and bringing
we live in too
starvation.
much competition and not realizing life is just a mission we own, my boy. We're not in no competition thing now, my brother. We're on a mission, boy. People are realizing that, boy. Life is not no competition. Life do have more than and better than, boy.
But my tell
when you come on
with
with what you have now, you come in naked, boy. When you go naked, boy.
Yeah.
6 feet space you have, boy, on if you have
But man, tell it to you, until you know one set superior. Which finally I'm
that's
going
how I
to
said them kind of a bondage and them kind of a slavish kind of thing, my brother. You're mad,
When
boy.
a man talk, simply with partners and friends. When a man talk, oh, we have a problem. No problem, that's all.
My brother, we have to disagree to agree, my brother.
The other day I have been a talk with a man. What kind of photo? A sports, no, it was a sports talk in particular. So the man telling me he don't want to get into no political thing, my brother. So I tell him I tell him no, it's not politics, my brother. If you're ascribing blame to whose fault something is, how is it politics? You check. So now it's a sports. So I tell him now, whose fault is it sports in what situation it is? Who should I blame? I should blame myself, man, as the government or as the Minister of Sports. Who should I blame? And so saying is the Minister of Sports' fault that X, Y, and Z didn't execute in sport. It is political. Like you kind of foolishness people put in their mind or they have them under the mindset of it's your job. If this sin falls short, it's on you.
Yeah.
But if you're managing my place, for me and the workers not obeying you, you have to go before them. You know.
But of course, it's me as the problem.
Yeah, you that's the problem. You can't get the workers to respect you. You have to go.
So if I find all them other workers now and they say come and disrespect you now, so what are you going to answer now?
You have to go. But everything is a politics, boy. Everything is a politics. You can't escape from politics.
It's a negative politics. And negative politics is one man promising man things for their personal gain to make decisions for other people. That is your politics negative. When you come to make a choice where other people life involved, you cannot be making wills and deals for your personal gain on the side.
Well, how I know politics and governance, brother, I haven't seen that in a very long time in the year. We studied that in school, and that has not been taught in school.
You don't see the full.
First of all, they're not teaching anything about prime minister in school. They're teaching about a person, and a person is not a prime minister and a person is complete. They have nothing to do with each other. There is the office of prime minister. You have to teach them. You have to teach them how to be responsible, honesty. You can't talk about a man being nice and a man being bad, you know. As a prime minister,
you have a nice smile.
A nice smile. No, you cannot.
That's about what the prime minister
is the office you teaching, and you have to tell
what
them
it stands for, what the office stands for, what you're supposed to be doing in your office.
And why you take them out, and how you can take them out in different ways to get rid of them.
So that's why they have scary there. Because he's pretty.
Scary there because we're ignorant.
I don't believe so.
No, you work well. I think you work very well.
No, scary there because we're ignorant. No, you work because we're ignorant.
No, you work very hard to be.
We work. He is there because we are ignorant.
Yeah, man.
What you gonna tell me? A man run the economy in the ground for 10 years straight.
What?
He make a party for you for 1 week, and that meant tomorrow, next week, going and have more money because he make a party for you for 1 week. He's ignorant. We ignorant for that to add work.
Yeah, and Dominica is a seasonal country. You know, during Christmas we have Carnival and we have Independence and we have election time. You check and see after election everything's done and quiet. After election, call a meeting now for you to see who coming there. Nobody, and we just forget everything. And
but we're hungry now, we are
hungry. I tell you, Dominicans not hungry. Don't call Dominicans.
They're uncomfortable.
They're comfortable. Dominicans doesn't starve, you know, brother. Dominicans can dress.
Okay.
Dominicans okay, bro. Dominicans have a mind. Their Dominican mind right now for the past 20 years is they okay. They can and based on how our activities are, we have Carnival, we have Christmas, we have Independence, and people come down and we enjoy ourselves and we have support on the foreign to send it too close for us, and we can dress and we can look pretty and diaspora coming down so we can put a close eyelash and we alright, you know. Dominican know how to hold your stomach, you know, and bow, you know, would you?
Yeah.
Dominican know how to play tricks, boy. You see everybody knows, so that's why you know.
Tell you now, everybody saying thing about him when you reach in front of them. All right.
Look, the Prime Minister tell you that he that allow Rosso to have so many transports. Dominican know how to buy a car and on your pay slip have $150 in a Buju.
Would have no problem.
Dominicans know how to do that. Other people find that mad. They find, we don't continue our credits. Dominicans know how to do that, boy. Dominicans know how to. You have a jacket and a tie. You in a ride with aircon, and at the end of the month with $75 on your pay packet, doctor.
Oh, you can't even buy a pound of sugar.
Dominican know how to pack their transport at your home because you do have gas. So with the rims, boy, Dominicans doing that. Buy rims and don't buy gas.
Yeah,
boy,
living above them.
We know how. By telling you, we know how to leave them ways there, boy. You don't watching that woman, the other woman don't make you drop up at the home at the end of the road. They have to drop you because.
Our typical example of
we know how to fool people, boy.
Fool ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, that our typical example of a partner working with me, right? When he get his money, he owing Domlek, he owing Digicel for data.
Yeah.
For internet.
The man paying all his internet.
Yes.
And he don't pay the light.
And the rest he would pay a little on the light. As he do that on Friday, Monday morning, Domlek cutting him. He have internet.
We know how to do
But he don't have light. And that is that he and brother, that happening to the man all the time, and he don't learn it.
We know how to do that.
And he's a man that goes school. I don't go school. The man go to secondary school. The man learn. The man
Dominicans learn how to starve. We evolve.
I tell you a typical example of if that man can do that, another 2, another 3 can do it over there, another 5. Collectively, you don't feel to yourself the place contaminated with the same thing?
Same thing.
Alright.
Yeah.
And that man have children?
Oh, the man have children. The man will refuse to give his child $1 to eat and pay the internet, brother.
Or what internet he paying? The data for his phone or internet for his own?
Phone for him to play his game, Grand Theft Auto.
So when them cut the light according to Buju,
run, he get it from somebody.
He go buy somebody and charge the phone.
Nobody get it $20 somewhere.
Well, then he crash.
When the phone die, he crash.
When that happen, he crash. Then you will see him busy outside.
Finding the money.
Oh, he looking for money.
So he can pay the,
he can take anything for $1 now to make up the money to pay
Dominican doesn't starve.
So by the time he pay the light,
on the internet,
the data on the internet
finished. So that man that's slaving himself without even know he's slaving himself.
Senselessly, stupidly, brother.
Boy, boy.
And that is that man that will tell you after 2 weeks, after he worked for 2 weeks, he would rather just take a chill and spend a week and then come back to work.
Wow. Same thing by standards. I see you can go
for 2
weeks just to make a money.
Yes.
So them are doing standards.
Or you can content and your light go in there, my brother.
Your bubble burst again.
Yeah. That's what it is.
But
I just showing you the level. what that exists in our society today.
I don't think house is a part of man's dream anymore.
I don't think so now,
House.
but no.
People
No.
have that on
No.
their head.
I don't think it's a
Having
part
a
of.
When
house.
people look into that generation that come here, rent that on their head, you know.
I don't think.
No, but even
And I
if
don't
rent
even
on
know
your
they
head,
can- I don't even know
good,
they can rent because
good.
it's our work.
If you can't have what work, you cannot rent. So work have to
It's
be on
like
your
that
mind to
if you had the
rent.
American dream. I don't think that's part of our youth.
But that is
our
the everybody
dream.
dream everywhere is to build a house. That's
I
the
don't
human
think
dream.
it. I don't think.
But
it's
the
Dominican.
way in the next dream is to rent a house and buy a T-Max and a gold chain.
Yeah, boy, that is it.
And you're barely making chim.
No, you're not. Some don't make chim, boy.
What is that?
Because some don't make chim Dominican.
Sorry, yeah.
We
My
evolve.
belly
No,
will
it's not
make
me, no. The
chim
song
and-
that say, you know, the belly making chim
Chim,
and
but
they have
you have
black
black
horse.
horse, yeah.
So 5 years ago, when you eat a
So
large,
what they telling me that I
large,
see, you know, so the man had a reason to make that song because it come back to the same thing he's saying.
But
The
the man-
Americans have to hold their stomach and bow.
yeah, boy, rock.
So they rather buy the nice shoe and hold their stomach. So it's still really making it now going to the band.
That is it.
But you have our Lacoste, you have our T-Max, you have our big chain, you
The
have our big
When
shabin.
you tell me how to dress and you have to look here, if the president, you have to look. Boy, that I have.
Okay, if you look at the mute man on a horse, look at the mute man on a horse. How many people you see that establishing a business, and you don't see it like before you see a man establish a business. All them man do is sell a little something, as you say about it, and no
Up to
upward
last night,
movement.
up to
That
last
is
night.
why the people in the position, in the big construction firms and them, my boy, as Dominicans, need to come together as they can make a change.
Up to last night, see that I was
Let's agree with stop a project,
telling
encourage
two
young
youth
man to work.
I was telling two youth man last night. See the smoothies guy. He move out. A young man, two young men should already take up that kind of thing, and you there setting up smoothies for people.
Yeah.
Well, by my old man,
In the industry where the
But what I make this smoothies man move now?
He go down
I don't know,
Pottersville
you
Pottersville
just go
and
down
check up his
Pottersville,
vibes.
so you
Yeah.
filling in the
Pottersville,
blank
yeah.
here,
Yeah,
brother.
but where he was there, he was jamming.
Yeah, man.
So therefore, a man should,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you say, a man driving a
Because
bus,
if you
a man driving a bus,
yourself,
so a man he buys his
I
own
think
bus,
someone
somebody else
else
going to drive that
will
bus
be
now.
right.
So Mr. Move out there, somebody else to check like,
But
we
what
can
I
build
say,
myself
you're
up
right.
and catapult and
That's just what I
spring
tell
board and
you,
go
you know,
somewhere else.
brother.
Yeah, what you
Yeah.
saying is you're right because
Because
Filling in the blanks and broom
yeah,
that
because
go
the
in,
man
brother.
put himself in a stable establishment where he
Yes.
find it is much easier for him.
Yeah, so
He cannot
he
face that
born.
hustle of
but they're burn.
having to always move again.
Yeah.
It burned, but he done redo a certain little piece of
Yeah,
the
man.
place.
Yeah, man.
So he can organize his movies and things. I don't have to stay in there. I don't know if he's still staying there.
Yeah, but what I
But he
saying
done
to her
organize a
is
piece of
Yeah,
the
man.
area is already a marketing area.
marketable
but
Yeah, but I tell you,
If
so
I'm not
a
going
young
to find
man
a
that
way-
more
Because
That
a
that
tourist,
that
that was there
handle
5
the
years
hustle of
ago.
packing
Yes.
after
We make a
and
spin
years
around that
after.
area.
Yeah, I say,
Can
you
you
know,
up that space guy telling me right what he's saying?
Check, you have to
Like
piggy on
telling
the,
you
you
right
have to
what
look
he's
for
saying.
those areas and piggy on them, brother.
Yeah.
That's what
Well, watch
it
what I'm
is.
telling you. Like, you knocking nobody else. Like what? We just do feel like I don't feel we have confidence in ourselves that we can elevate ourselves. Man, rather agrees. Kenny Paiselin from Landy Kana.
But that is why the place thing, so
Man, do shaking like elevate to go from. Okay,
Yeah.
As soon as I say them big man, I say afraid to invest, not
He's telling
as
you.
long to invest in that tough.
Nah, man, that's
not just tough. That is a different thing from what Maggie's saying. If you start selling Kenny,
Yeah.
you have to at least learn to make a
Elevate your
sacrifice.
Put value to it,
to
man.
elevate yourself
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, man,
Put
we
a
can
better
expand.
value into what you do.
Or maybe
Value
just,
and-
you
just start,
can move from Kenny
Yeah.
and into Biscuit.
or maybe just turn in the very same,
From that one, you check yourself, you have a little shop in the
maybe
community.
turn in the very same candy into a multi-product, multi-product,
Yeah.
and bam.
I say them and focus about the dryer in the gardens. Them and no have no interest in that. Them farmers used to come and dry their
Their seasoning.
seasoning and things. Them and have no interest in that.
And that's the best thing for seasoning.
Yeah,
now,
best
my
thing
boy.
for it. I seen them selling the soil.
But that is the
$6, $7 for
That's
the
supposed to
soil.
be a good business.
You want them used to do
All
yeah,
farmers are supposed to bring all their seasonings there and they're
Where is
supposed to
that?
that when you
Yeah,
come and
yeah.
buy seasoning that well dry and package already, disaster.
Yeah, they saw some
When
picture.
they drive
That
better,
thing
you
is
get
not
damage
supposed
for
to be a
hurricane.
component of
Hurricane,
Dexter's
whatever.
job, you know.
But
But
Dex, yeah,
But wait a
that
minute
thing,
now, it have how much government buildings are
No roof,
repaired,
yeah.
my brother, no roof, equipment just rain just falling on equipment and getting destroyed.
We're renting buildings. We have to see. We need to find out.
I rent a building
We
for
need to do
42,000.
for
We need
one
to
man
do
and his family
some
to live.
investigation, my brother. Because have a lot. We see we just the 42,000 thing come out and it come out hard. It just hard.
Yeah.
But it have a lot of buildings in
Yeah,
town.
man, it have a lot of
Government
things that go
renting for exorbitant prices from people within itself.
Yes,
you
But
know.
of course have a corruption right from people, but my brother, that's
We just
easy.
sitting on just like, you know, whatever.
But Black Mother have a building, Black Mother
But it's
have
our
a
business.
But Black
Mother
Mother building with his wife and they renting for
them,
FIU and it's direct corruption.
Did they rent it
Scary at Medicine have a building for legal clinic there, right on the building there where they have Duns and Diva, direct corruption, things that against the IPO. So it's not even investigation, them things are blatant. Of man using your public office for private gain. What it have to be is people need to come together and solve the problem, because it's not a red, blue or green problem. It's a Dominican problem to have that kind of a leadership causing disaster for all of us.
Man looking for people who come from outside to help us.
It don't know outside people, my brother. And you know what?
Hold on a while. You don't see the outside people that come and help us, man.
Plane no really going, bro.
China,
Yeah.
Chinese, Renault.
We're looking for we're looking for FBI American to send.
No, you know why? You know whose fault that is the opposition and the man fault. Them supposed intellectuals that want to save face. Those intellectuals that want to save face that were calling for FBI, for somebody else to come and do the work for them. Them lazy intellectuals are doing that. Instead of they saying what have to be done, how it have to be done, and saying what have to be, what we going to do to address this situation. You know, they're on radio playing good English, and there's doctor this and doctor that. Maggie,
Because our company information is supposed to be in front of us. Anything we ask for, we just get it.
Maggie,
That's why only
is the intellectuals.
Our shares there, I cannot come and say open the book for me, let me see.
No, you can't say that.
I can't.
Not
What?
Dominic there.
Open the book for me, my brother, let me
But
see.
just can't come in front, but why the boss man don't come in front of me?
When it's budget
Why
time,
don't you
I'll
reach in front of him?
hallelujah.
Why must
Hallelujah,
reach in
the
front
book
of
to
him?
sleep and have you there. But I don't know
Boy,
that.
budget calling me, there's nothing for no
You want to come and see particular thing?
Next week is the budget. When is the budget?
When is the budget?
Next week.
When is the budget? Good. Good.
We are there for us out.
My
I
brother,
don't want to hear what they have for where, and I want to know.
honestly, when is the budget?
Tell I want to know what that's
On the 20th of this month? So what are in the budget? So when the budget, when the budget was discussed,
What they gonna propose?
Today,
budget
an
for
announcement
those other things, I don't really.
when the budget consultation is,
about
where the budget consultation
budget
is,
is due, that's all.
that
Really in the
is
budget.
Australia's mode
I
of
want to see
operation,
how
brother.
much we
Why
pay
the
for
budget
how much
due?
buildings in
Oh,
town.
no.
Yeah, you
For the
saying, well,
20th of this month.
who getting who have this, who
There
have
was
brother,
no consultation on the budget.
honestly,
I think it's
this one,
20th of this month.
COVID-19
about
prevent any
I want to know about how our
consultation.
money spending.
Well, they are given.
How our money spending. I want to see
COVID-19
it.
is
I want
in
to
the
see it in
passport,
black
you
and
know.
white.
And the man
They
do
get
show.
one
Yeah,
for
for my own
America,
self.
they get one for Maria, look, they get a new one for COVID-19.
Them things just
This is
out
re-
there for us.
Yeah.
The Chinese
I
can't
have to wait
come
till the
to
20th of see that I can't go somewhere and
Boy, we need
I
to
don't want to see
come
that
together and stop
I do-
a damn project. That kind of nonsense they have to stop, my boy. All our milk and honey going,
the man them building and
all our
contract.
milk and honey going, my brother.
Builders and contractors association have to tie their waist. You need to ask
We
them,
already-
when
we
you ask them
already
again to
cannot
strike,
pay
they
back
never
the
want to
Chinese,
strike, they
my
never
boy.
want to
Yes,
protest, they
I
never
agree.
want to do
We cannot pay back
nothing.
to China.
All
All them
They do
that
suck
we take
cock,
from
my
China,
brother.
we cannot pay back
Bunch of-
China. You know.
Right.
I wanna be
And
in
China
there.
have a nasty habit of just coming and there's them
know.
fellas worse than income tax, you know, China.
Peaceful them fellas, but when I see
Them man
But you don't-
even them man even are going to chop
You
Chinese
see our
virus.
businessman that sell you the one income tax on his back,
Yeah.
so Chinese the you know.
No, they
So you
didn't.
have William myself as your is the fact that this man giving you loan. I want to give you the loan this and then all your workers to work.
But
That can't be
And you have
making
to get the
sense.
loan.
And their
You,
materials.
the loan they give you, you give it back to them, and you still have to
Boy.
pay back the loan.
And their material, all the materials
It
come from
belongs
China.
to them. They don't buy nothing from you.
Maggie, That is the setup for them and to take your country, my boy. Them,
boy,
them
like
criminal
that.
leaders they are willing to sell the
Boy,
country.
black
and
leaders
people,
in
boy.
corruption and just do that.
Yeah.
Willing to sell the country and their people.
Corrupt
boy.
black leaders
boy,
and just
they
do that.
like
Corrupt
that.
leaders and just do them
to sell their
thing.
country and their people, my brother.
Because they
Boy,
still-
that the man say we Patrick John was selling the country for white man, we.
Yes.
Huh?
But look, it's selling
And
now.
Dominicans, we outrage on Patrick Johnny, my brother. Look right
They
now.
them
We
sell
here to
that-
see what happened like that now, my brother.
they
And look right now.
sell
Huh?
that say
Those
Patrick
Chinese
John
done by the
was
damn
one
country
of
and us already, and we sit down there like
Boy,
what
don't
happened,
do
boy.
it, let me do it, boy. I'll show them out there.
I agree with you, we don't do it, let me do
Alright.
it. Yeah.
They
But that's
themselves
madness,
that say
boy.
Patrick John was going and sell the country, you know.
But I telling you that same set of people
The
that say
same
Patrick John going and
Freedom
sell the
Labour
country.
Party. Okay.
It's their self.
That's
Charles
it.
Sarf, brother, them,
Alright.
they that say the man go and sell the country. The man here to sell a piece like how they sell for those Chinese and MMC and them, now boy. The man don't sell for MMC, the man don't sell
How
for
you gonna sell land up one
Boy, I don't care how they get it, but when you see we
But
take
I
over,
tell
we
you,
going
they
and
sell for
confiscate
MMC already,
everything, and
they
that
sell
white
for
man
Chinese,
must
they
take
sell
jail
for
in
Venezuela,
Dominica.
they sell for
And a story, boy. Mr. don't make it too much noise
happened
about
there,
what
boy?
they
I
this and what they
told
did.
that, man.
We just have to take turn the tables, and the white man had to take his jail.
Retroactive
Scary had to take his jail. We have to pass a
Boy, we
special
got
law for
another
Labour Party.
situation, my boy.
None of the crimes the
I
man
tell you that
commit
is the
in
setup.
government can
They give you the
expire.
loan, they bring in their workers.
Boy, you
They
mad
do
man,
that
you have to
to
pass a
get paid them
special
money.
law
Save
for them
money
man, you know,
back
boy.
to their
No
country.
crime the man
And
commit
now your
in office
people
can
now
expire, you know, when
are
you get to
paid
know.
that.
So if I want
You
to
come
know,
here in
How that go
2010,
if I want to
Yeah.
know, if them man pay
I
any,
want somebody
Boy.
to explain that properly.
if them man pay any duties on them things in the house, why if I know?
Why is that?
If I want to find out, is he pay any duties?
I don't care about duty for the house. We're going to shelve you a 30 and we're going to take everything back. Because
But
all of
not
it,
CBI now.
all of it
Don't
is,
pick a passport, too.
all of it is exploiting private office for public gain, and under that clause, we take in everything. If you're a top civil servant, and you have $1 out of place, money in London, we take in every fucking thing. Better your fucking money in check, boy. So if you're a top civil servant, my brother, and you haven't got your dollar don't come properly, you didn't cross the ice and dot the T, we are accusing you of money in London and we taking all your fucking shit. Because you're aiding and abetting that fucking crap going down. The commissioner of police,
Lawyer.
the commissioner of police, every dollar he have to be accounted for. If you have $1 out of place, we are accusing him of money in London and we taking everything. Boy, everything, my brother, and including his retirement, because it's not for Dominicans he working. He had no investigation he running. He had nothing he doing for us. And I have to pay his retirement. Boy, boy, excuse me, boy. We want to give them man a good time. I say no in that kind of a good time, boy. No mercy for them kind of a
No,
thing,
boy, you
boy.
can't
No
move
mercy,
on
no
them.
sorrow, boy.
So they have to come put their lawyer for your pension, buju.
My brother, one thing I know. One thing I know. I tell you
So
straight.
man have to look for good lawyer for their pension. and
One
the
thing I know it
gratuity.
working, the system working like that.
Yeah.
Take Tableston, I put you in charge, I put Maggie in charge.
Yeah.
All I have to do is say, Maggie, I'm not giving the commissioner of police his retirement.
Why he didn't work?
Because he didn't work. And once Maggie agree with that, as the head of the public service commission, can smoke his pipe.
Yeah, no money for
He had to
that.
go and get lawyer
Yeah.
and tribunal. And by the time he finish, he'll be Brooks.
Oh, he
They
did
don't
already.
work for us. They cannot retire on our back.
The AG,
Valerie,
the
the AG,
Yeah,
boy,
yeah.
and don't talk about the president. He illegal. Nobody never consult for him to be a president. All the money he get his paycheck for, we have to take it back because he's an illegal president. What happened there? So it's a joke, man.
And the water factory, watch out there.
Why
What
that?
about the one before him now?
I hear what water factory? I hear minister's son selling passport to make a water factory. That is true, man.
We have to investigate.
No. I hear allegedly a minister's son selling passports to build a water factory. I have to know if that one is true.
Chinese that building the water factory too again.
I want to know. I hear a
Chinese that
no, I
building
have
the
to
same
investigate
water
that
factory
because I
too.
hear a minister's
Well,
son,
bro, if it's Chinese
a
that
very
building
young
that water
minister's son
factory,
of that I hear selling passports on the down low to finance a water company.
But we have to take that to.
We taking that to that is corruption. Corruption. And all corruption we taking it back. money laundering, everything.
To me today I hear of
So it's
an
been about.
Iranian ship flying a Dominican flag.
Boy, another story, another one.
They will confiscate.
Tomorrow we see that
I
one.
don't do more story.
I don't do more story now, my brother. What I'm to hear is all the people in Dominica, them construction man are working, them young ghetto man are working, sitting down there making work, just go foreign, go.
Yeah, boy, I don't do more story, boy.
Now, little bit close.
Last time
Hold
about
on.
sheep and no kind of goat and no kind of Iranian goat and sheep. I don't do about that. Because I don't know here, it's just probably.
I'm going to plug my dark cable. Get a USB-C cable.
Tell the viewers bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm good. Good night to the viewers out there. Thank you for listening to us. Spread the support. We're going to take a good night rest. Battery of the phone about to die. But tell your peoples in Dominica that enough of that kind of a garbage. Cannot export the work. Cannot prevent your people from working. You cannot support the people that destroying our ways and means, our hopes and dreams, man. And you have a good night. Bless up the people up there, man. One love. Respect.